Are we live? Oh my god, you're so late,
man. Maps to the way.
That's our legit.
2 people watching. As you are coming, you share the video and like. Share, and like. Let me share the video right here.
Instead of today, I thought we were gonna be early. Hello, guys. Welcome, Maps to the world. Mama Venkat first daughter, Shannon for my namesake. Welcome, my dear. Thank you guys so much for joining. We are sorry again. We're trying to make sure that our guest is on point with the system. For me, Mildred, evening, sweetheart. Thank you for.
I hear you, Mama Venkat first daughter. My legit. My legit. Shannon for I hear you. For me, Mildred, okay, in town for clothing. Okay.
Okay.
Today, when I will see our contract go fly the whole town today.
Hey. Since I see her.
In my life, it's be white man. Shallow people in normal African way. Make sure you get me white man.
See, moderator, one senator. I know why I'm senator job today. Don't want me. So respect yourself, I beg. Today, should you respect yourself? Hello, beautiful people of God. Good evening.
Happiness, peace. Welcome.
Share the video.
Like the video.
I see only 2 like with 10 people to watch. When I play, although go to
share.
I know them. Normally this in the on somebody's voice, somebody this in the back.
Naturally, yeah.
No. Oh no, I know they me lie. I know they online.
Okay, they say na my own marriage, listen. Na my phone actually.
Okay, I'm kind of quiet because I'm sharing the video. I'm sharing.
God. They say my 4G data is finished. Anyway, it's finished. Yeah. They say my 4G data is finished.
Me say you surely know be.
I don't know. Wait.
Yeah,
Stop.
Wi-Fi.
The Wi-Fi, the worry.
So you be signing now, yeah, directly.
I don't sign in with the hotspot.
Hello, everyone. Thank you.
Una share. Una know the normal number now. Whenever reach a number, so we just do here so.
Today we have a special guest, Mr. Leo. Please send in your questions early so that we can ask him. You know, he's a very busy somebody. He is super busy, actually.
Okay. After all my comment section, be all right.
Yeah, everybody.
When I share out the live video, guys, let me share it out as well.
Share it. One is 20, 25. I know what's up.
Start. Yeah.
Okay, welcome, Frida Nemku.
Welcome, sweetie.
Share the video and like as you are entering. Happiness, peace. Okay. Hello, I am all on air with Maps and Senator. Okay. All right. Today, I don't make mistake. If I make mistake, we'll chop his shit today for this show. When I just share, when I know I hear sweet Mbrakata today. Mbrakata plenty. I remember I saw the kind time. Oh, mama me, and miss Marimi Massa. Remember time man they go 20 me so man want come so Marimi they only cry buy Alaska. Alaska na wait here. Marimi they only cry buy Alaska. I'm by Alaska can't reach Abu Dhabi boy Ibo Kokoya. Chop Alaska. Am I a video don't pause?
No. I did try to share the video.
Okay, you try to share the video.
Yeah.
The 13 people watching, we still have more 12 to come.
Okay.
So
I did drink my water. Water is good for the body. I did for weight loss journal. See, they are don't cut down now. See, they my bone they don't show.
if you do it,
I fat last time they move me new, so I don't decide to my cut down.
Okay.
Now water the drink. Oh.
No, when time comes, we'll know what I drink or not.
Oh no. It's all the talk. None of my this take blowing. Put on my corner face. Tells me blow, me no blow.
When time comes, you say me my blow.
Dana, Senator back from make
When I
patches.
share video, you know we get actually Mr. Leo when he come in today. He can see na 10 people they watch. That me say, nah.
When I share the video, please tag your friends. We're so late today. And if we start, you go ahead.
Yeah, let's just start.
Yeah, we can start.
Because when we take long, to start, when they come watch her back, they feel bored.
Yeah, senators.
Hello?
They come do have.
Yeah.
Healthy life.
Emma, what are you doing to cut down? Okay, I'm going to share it on my YouTube channel, Brenda. Brenda, I'll share it on my YouTube channel what I'm doing to cut down. It's very easy. I don't go gymming, nothing. I'm just in the house doing the same thing I normally do, but I'm losing weight.
I'm at work.
I'll share it on my YouTube channel.
I'm in the meeting right now for my job place. Okay, sir. Thank you very much. Okay.
Hello, guys. Healthy lifestyle. Welcome, Caesar. Brenda, answer me, no, Emma. Caesar, welcome.
Okay, 6 people more, 19 people watching. Hey. You go boom today. Emma, I hope you need to drink that for today because the Bible did that for.
You see the one come also, I didn't mind the drink for.
Okay.
What about for the picking?
Guys, Senator, just start. Introduce yourself. Let's just go. Because
Yes.
Time.
As you are coming in, you are sharing this senator. You all know.
Oh, my Christmas.
The only tax my way buy mommy house. The only tax my way get rent over. Una say wait. Emma, you're on board. Who are you?
Now you be the man of the house now, sir. Start first.
I don't introduce myself now.
I didn't introduce yourself.
I want to say Emma. Oh, mommy, where?
Okay. Well, I be Emma. I'm Emma. I'm a YouTuber, and I'm one of the hosts of the show, the talk show on Air with Maps. And I'm here to bring you guys fun, badging, and everything funny. And purposely to beef on Senator, actually, to stand against whatever thing he says. Mm-hmm.
Don't be Entertainment TV. You're welcome.
Okay. I am Elsie for your host on Air with Maps. What I'm gonna bring you guys is the legit, just being calm but being honest and shady. And I'm gonna put Mr. Leo today on a hot seat.
Very hot seat.
Yeah, it's very, very hot seat. So please, we know this show is for everybody we call our fans the rich guys. We call our fans the rich guys. We know rich people, the quantity of people who are rich is not much, but the effect of what they do is much. So we don't need crowd, but we just need people who understand what the game is all about. And anybody that wants to feel relaxed, if you want to feel rich and smell rich and experience riches, this is the good show for you. Positivity this is where you have the freedom to be nice, not to be against any other person, but just to be nice, make the world a better place. So today we're going to have a very important topic. We're going to talk about forgiveness before our guests come in. Forgiveness. So to anyone, in fact, everybody should interact, okay? Anybody should interact, everybody. So what before we start, we need to know a definition of what that thing means before we know if we use it every day or if we don't. Because when you notice what's going on in the world today, we don't know if people still know the meaning of that word. Forgiveness. So Senator or Emma Class, no, last week Senator was starting. Emma Class, you're going to start. Last week I started as well also. So Emma, what's forgiveness? What do you understand by forgiveness? We'll go chronologically.
Yeah, okay, forgiveness is that act of forgiveness is when you pardon somebody for either hurting your feelings, actually, or hurting you in any way possible.
Yes.
Yeah. Short and simple.
Senator, give your own opinion about forgiveness.
Forgiveness is just like a deliberate decision, to release your feelings towards someone which have hurt you, or but the general definition of forgiveness, like if you want to go by the Bible, because not everybody forgive, God said everybody should forgive. No matter what, no matter the 700 and the 100 times, you must forgive. So
okay, so the Bible says we should forgive what time? How many times?
700 and something, I don't know. But as I say, forgiveness is it's your point, which if you want to forgive someone, it's up to you, no matter the circumstances, the person might hurt you or not. So it just depends. Actually, that's it.
So if you are with your spouse, how many times do you think you have to forgive her, like him or her?
At the end of the day, when you're with your woman, forgive. Even you go the same thing with man. Forgive me all the time. It means I need you. You need to help me inside the relationship at the end of the day. Like, forgive me all the time because if I make the relationship day okay, it's not a good idea.
Right.
I cannot forgive you all the time.
So for you now, there's a limitation to which you are expecting someone to forgive you.
Yes, your spouse, there have to be a limitation for forgiveness, because at the end of the day, so put in there, so especially inside relationships, some people here they do wrong every time, but the man or the woman, because of love or some circumstances, you always say sorry, sorry, even when it did wrong, you still say sorry because you want to keep your relationship. But for me, it's not a good idea.
Okay, let me see what the conversation is saying. Yeah, I buy with you, all of you guys. It's when you are doing, is the act of being for you intentionally pardoning someone from that has hurt you, that has hurt your emotions. When you forgiveness get to do with intention. You need to intentionally, not like something you just feel like sarcastically say, I don't forgive you. You need for don't like process it, and then you decide for say, okay, no, I want to forgive this person for what the person has done to me. Or it could be your partner, it could be your kids, it could be your friend. But do you think there's a limit, us as human? Because according to the Bible, we'll not get limit. Bible just talks about forgive 70 times 7, I think. I guess for those who read the Bible. Okay, see, Don't Be Entertainment TV say forgive, but don't forget, so you can learn from the mistakes and avoid it. So it should not happen again. Very true. Very, very true. That's
no, but normally if you don't forgive, you have to forgive, because if you don't forgive, you have to forget. Because like forgive is like a conscious, deliberate decision to release your feelings, how you feel about bad or good. So if you don't release that feelings, at least you have to forget.
Princess and welcome. Welcome. You did not miss anything. Okay, City. Welcome. Rita, welcome as well. Queen Akin Diamond, welcome. Okay, let me read what Mildred. And for me, Mildred, what if it's very difficult to forgive? One day you feel like you forgive them. Another day, what they did comes right back. So
that's why I said not every time you forgive, but the period that you forgive, you have to forget. But not every time you forgive. Because if you are forgiving all the time, you are not doing good to the person that you are forgiving all the time.
Huh? What are you saying?
Yes, you are not doing no good. Especially it's your spouse. You are not doing no good for you or
you don't forgive. You don't forgive because you want to. You forgive for yourself. You don't forgive for others. You forgive.
No.
You forgive to heal. You forgive to be at peace with yourself. You don't forgive because you want to make others
when you
happy.
call it when you are with your spouse, like relationship is involved. I cannot go and cheat today. They still forgive me. I cheat tomorrow. They still forgive me, and then cheat again. There's a time I still need to take a decision not to like be strong, not to forgive me at a particular moment for restraint me for the circumstances not to repeat itself again.
By not forgiving you. You can forgive somebody, but maybe you just distance yourself from whoever.
From the person, exactly.
Yes. So I can still forgive you because I want to have my pure sanity.
Peace of mind. Yeah.
Right? But I can just stay away from your evil act. That's what I can do. Okay, let me read. Yeah. Okay. Princess N is 70 times 7. So you see, I read Bible. Okay, Shannon 4 says forgiveness is letting go of angry feelings and thoughts towards somebody who hurt you and replacing them with positive feelings and thoughts. Very perfect. Thank you, Shannon, very much. Thank you. And then Queen Akin Diamond says, when forgiving someone, 90% is for your own sanity and 10% is for the person you are forgiving. That's true. I buy with you with that. And after the world, you can never forget, because hurting there like wound. When the wound finish, the scar will remain. So you can never forget. That's true. Very true. But me, I think I can forgive and forget.
No, I don't forget. I'll not lie. I don't forget.
So if you don't forget, it means in any circumstances you can still bring it back.
Bring it back.
Which is not good.
No, the thing is, no, me not forgetting doesn't mean that I'll bring it back anytime soon. Me keeping it, I don't want to remember, but it's just there. Like, okay,
yeah, I know what you are saying,
me.
Emma, because people said forgiveness took take process to heal. Yeah, but the process that is healed, if you have not healed, and then the same issue repeat itself again. That's why you see people like I cannot forgive you all the time, because if I forgive you all the time, like my spouse, if you are my spouse, I cannot forgive you all the time for wrongdoing, because I cannot keep hurting myself every day.
No, like you forgiving her, you're not hurting yourself instead, you know. You want to be at peace with yourself. That's what people fail to understand. Forgiveness is not making the other person happy.
Forgive the person to each yourself, and then tomorrow you still did the same thing.
The thing is,
again and again.
One thing people fail to understand is forgiveness is not supposed to make the person that hurt you to be happy. Forgiveness is supposed to make you, the person that God hurt, to be at peace with yourself. That's what people fail to understand. Me forgiving you is not because you deserve the forgiveness. I want to heal. I want to move on. I don't want to be stressed about the pains and everything. That's why I forgive you. I don't forgive you because I think you do better. No. Or because I think you deserve it. I forgive you because I want me to be happy. That's why I forgive.
Okay. Small time. Just you watch, and then when that time you joke. Okay.
Later, you get me right? Yeah, okay. They say you blow small air.
Okay.
And the drip font, and I don't drink for can't.
Okay. Do you think us as human, is there a point where you say, like, I cannot forgive this person? You being a human now, not about being God, like in your human nature. Do you think there's a limit beyond which you can say, like, I will never forgive this person, actually?
Well, the truth is, I have said that so many times, and I'm still saying it, and there are people I'm still holding grudges, you understand? But the thing is, at the end of the day, I know that what I'm doing, I'm hurting myself. So with time, obviously, I will let go, but I will never forget. I might forgive. I don't need to tell the person that I have forgiven you. In my heart, I'm forgiving the person. I'm letting go, but I will never be close to the person.
No matter even when you even want to forgive and forget, like, it's true, there's still a process. No matter what, there's still a process about it. It goes through process.
Medical knowledge say forgiving is good, but forgetting will depend on the gravity of the problem. Sometimes you have to use that experience to move on. Very true. Very, very true medical knowledge. Yeah. Don't say, if you forget, you will not learn. But if you forget, you grow from the problem and heal. Okay, that's fine. Emma, you're right. Okay. Yeah. Very true. Very, very true.
I was saying I can forgive and forget, but not for to everyone, but my spouse, like my spouse, because the fact me and you are on the same bed every day, which we are married, like, if I don't forget, it means one day I will still bring it up. And I don't want to be in that process to be bringing up anytime we are fighting or we are angry from each other. Like, that's it.
The truth is that at the end of the day, there are just some things that people do to you that you can never forget it.
Yes.
So in as much as you want to be happy with the person, you want to, there are just some things that people do that you cannot just keep it out. So the best thing to do is to avoid hurting the people you love, because, to be honest, you don't know what you might hurt and say you're sorry, and then in your head you're like, I don't ask for forgiveness. No, but you don't know what the thing you did, you don't know what is actually, you don't know how it's affecting the other party. So the best thing for us to do is just to avoid hurting the people we claim to love, actually, because the truth is, I can easily forgive, but to forget is a problem. Not as if I want to remember those things, but it's just there. Like, when I just sit maybe in my quiet time, and I might see just a scene.
On the gravity of
exactly. I can forget things like, maybe I kept my plate, you came and stole my meat.
Because
kind of things I can forgive and forget.
Like there are things I cannot forget. Like if you are with your spouse at home, like
Your network will start.
It's need a network, man.
Right. You need to.
Okay, so let me go. Okay, how important do you think forgiveness it is in marriage? In marriage, in relationship, in everything. How important do you guys think?
Forgiveness is forgiveness is very important in any relationship, be it courtship. It's important in every relationship. Is it sisterhood? It's important in every relationship. Now the thing is that sometimes people, when you tend to always like when you always like, okay, fine, whatever thing you do though, you forgive them, they tend to, take advantage of that fact that you're quick to forgive. So they'll kind of, try to they'll not care at the end of the day, should obviously forgive me, or he obviously forgive me and stuff like that. Forgiveness is very important, but let's not abuse it when we are when we are in a relationship with somebody that is quick to forgive. Let's not abuse that fact, because at the end of the day, you change the other party by always hurting and going to forgive because the other party is quick to forgive. So that's just it.
Okay.
It's important. And it's important. I'll say it's very important too, because like the Bible says, we should forgive 70 times 7, 7 times 7 or whatever. And the thing one of the reasons why we forgive is so that God should also forgive our own sin as well. So if you don't forgive, definitely you don't need to go and pray to God to forgive your own sins. And there are sins that the Bible cannot. There are sins that God cannot forgive, that you need to go down for those kind of sins. You understand, right? And the Bible says that the only thing that a couple should do, they can leave maybe your husband or your wife, is when they cheat. Those are sins that don't just go like that. You understand? The same way, like, we are humans, obviously, we are not spirit beings. We are humans, so we think. Before you want to go to that spirit level, you must pass through the fleshly part of everything. So you definitely, that things that you take and things that you will not be able to take. But I'll still stand for the fact that in every relationship, forgiveness and tolerance is very important in any relationship.
That's what I'm telling you. And if you forgive, you have to forget. Especially with your spouse. That's the truth. If you forgive, you have to forget.
One of the comments that I think was Shannon that said that it would depend on the gravity. You can forgive and you forget, but it would depend on the gravity of what the problem was, okay? Which is very important. So, Emma, do you think that there's a point in your life where your mother can do something that you say, no, I would never forgive this, my mother? What do you think that your mom can do to you that warrants that you will never forgive her, your mom?
Okay, the only thing that my mom can do to me that will make me see that it's, I watch a lot of there's this Facebook show. The guy is called Steve, and then in his show he talks about people that molest kids or that sleep with their daughter's husbands, or daughters sleeping with their mother's husband and stuff. So the only thing my mom can ever do to me that will not make that. But it's difficult. It's hard because I don't think I will be. No, definitely think I will never forgive my mother. Like, it's hard. It's hard because
if your mother go sleep your Remy, if your mother go sleep your mommy, why you don't forgive your mommy?
I'll forgive my mommy. Thank you. That's what I wanted to say.
Yeah,
like, I don't think there's anything that she will do that.
Don't forget to.
Yes.
At the end of
I don't
the day,
think there's
your
anything.
woman, not be man. Your mommy na woman. Any man feel free.
Exactly.
So they like, okay, so if your mommy, your mother.
Well,
because me say this, I don't get friend for tolerate. They don't sleep mommy, sleep small sister, sleep big sister. Mommy the cook chop so give picking small me picking the comment why meat small. Mommy only get another anger say. Begin to sleep my way, the sleep up. Don't begin small meat over pot. Mommy don't think them black also. Mommy need take up. But when mommy be first man with them black also. Now if and the last one be first man with them black also. Mommy come with back take up. Big star take up. Mommy the cook chop begin small meat solo because I'm black also.
Okay. Okay, a comment from Rita. Rita also said it takes the grace of God to forgive and let go sometimes. People will hurt you so bad that even in your sleep you feel like killing them. You understand? Yes. Okay, medical knowledge Forgiveness is important in general for one's sanity and health. It is a burden to carry so much pain. It might be a process, but it is imperative to do so. Very true. Very, very true. Medical knowledge. Knowledge kill you there. Thank you guys so much for your amazing contribution. All of you guys that is participating, we really appreciate. King Akin Diamond, I don't know what about anyone, but there's nothing my mom can do that will warrant me not to forgive her. Okay. Yeah. You see, she said
but
so.
the thing to say there's somebody mommy then to the day so it is I say don't go to my massa. Don't catch her. Mommy don't leave her to no. Mommy the same male don't leave her. Still go back go take them black us again. I'm not to do that so. Mommy don't be them black us all the time too. Because me say oh they wounded. If them black us do not swim black us.
No, the thing I say you hardly see African mothers that behave so.
Well.
African mothers where they grow for some kind of way, they don't behave so. Not only stupid mommy could behave that kind of thing.
Really? Okay. So now Queen Akin Diamond said there's nothing her mom can do that she will not forgive her. Okay.
Let me don't be in that kind of situation no way. I go my gay house or my girlfriend house. He girlfriend call me say man no be for the house at 10 o'clock. Because you know, mommy man no be around the corner, mommy. So if you imagine that kind of thing.
What you do for their house at 10 o'clock, you get no day house, you be crook. You do it to get house.
You want me go salute mommy, you go salute mommy.
Why you go salute mommy at 10 o'clock for night? You don't get respect for the mommy.
On still circumstances.
It be surely take 50% take a mother.
No.
Yeah, if you take a because the way the Toria experiences, so they say now you actually they want to talk like saying a different person.
I tell you, if you know the story, that's what we call name.
So okay, yeah, okay. So me, I give my own opinion. If I see say mommy do something where it be intentional for kill me, I not go forgive you after that. If I succeed for be for the well.
Okay.
Yes, for me, like if I no say you know be mistake.
All that is say man be forgive mommy with me. My women never do some kind thing for me if you say and I shall forgive you too.
Right.
Never carry sleep. My women never carry sleep. My papa figure. My women never carry sleep. My woman as soon I talk. Say can't sleep. My man say when I tell me say I know forgive. If I do man forgive my women. Can't sleep. My man consecutively. They talk in a year. They talk now. Them black all the test. They go there. And they tell any mommy they do as soon as I never die for you. I want die for you.
I know, right?
Why you not be sacrificed for you? Want sacrifice for you? Why?
The thing I say no, not understand. Forgiveness don't be saying the mommy deserve. I'm not for you for heal. Let go, so that you be at least. So if you die, go in heaven. They say that if you die, go in heaven where the whole person grudge. So you're doing it to free yourself. You're not doing it because your mom deserves it.
This black horse now. Honestly, black horse. This lie.
Okay, so with the one actually like we talk, so each time we bring any topic with the link and to wait it go on for social media or maybe too if it don't go on for social media, we think say we'll get a lot for learn about, but we'll never learn about maybe some people they don't vlog and maybe be vlog on YouTube street, but
they'll go over bring Mr. Leo for continue this thing. We not say I already to the club this. And Mr. Leon say we go bring it anytime.
You get some show for go now. Signal you there now.
Sure.
Yeah, so we'll get after Mr. Leo, we'll get another special guest where he could just call, he tell you about some this story where we go on very well, where it be sad, you understand? It actually be so sad. When you talk about the forgiveness, so because for me, I look say this particular boy for this screen, I'll be trying for one put and for them for iPad so it could be better. When I see him, Emma, are you able to see?
Yeah, I can see it because I actually have the picture. That's why I can figure it out. But for those in the comment section, I don't think they can really see.
If they are able to see what I'm showing actually.
Okay, let me check their comments.
Comment section, are you guys seeing it, please? Just let me know, and then I'll swipe to the next.
Let me show them here as well. Maybe they'll see it from here.
Okay.
My light too bright. It is here.
So Mr. Leo will be coming in the minute. So you guys should prepare your question for Mr. Leo. Anything you think you can ask Mr. Leo entertainment.
See this boy. Na man actually no be boy. Na my classmate. And now you now this so. Where now you woman where they get two pikin, show you acid. You are able to see it. You can't see, can't make out the face. But are you able to see that something went like it's a damaged face now? Yeah. You can't recognize the person. Okay. Yeah, normally maybe after this we can put it on. Before Mr. Leo the one come in. So this person this particular boy I go school, he all be for one class. Now you woman, I get person will come on and then he could just tell me more about the story in like very chronological way. So and then from then I will continue with that forgiveness. So I want to know whether if after this story, whether if you did for that man issue and that picking where they get them will not forgive them, mommy. Senator, listen to the die, man. Yeah, right. So before Mr. Lodi one come back, anyways, the story be very brief. Now, person this way, he harm his own master like this. Throw acid for Cameroon. Throw acid. He burn not be only his skin, even if his face be all messed up like this. So, when I be sorry, still only get technical issue for Cam. So, after we don't know the story, fine. I don't want to try to talk the story now because I know say Majo get to the one why Mr. Lodi can me tell we which way he actually go. You actually like to what extent will somebody do you in a way to where you fit treat my picking like this, treat your own husband like this?
Treat Papi your picking them like that as well.
Okay, yes, I will put you on. But if Mr. Luke show in, I could sign you out, then you come back again. But if you go on me, just explain the story so far, okay? Yeah, Mark, connect to the speakers. I could put the picture on soon so that people they feel watching. And try to me go for speaker so that listen. And they actually want to make the thing connect that to this speaker so that Oman could hear louder. It really be so crazy. I be so hurt because the person this one I know you very well and a very cool guy, like very, very gentle person. So I want to see whether imagine you read whatever people are just read while I'm trying to connect.
Okay. Happiness PC, no matter what my husband do to me, I will never hurt him, especially the father of my children. If you can do such, it means you can kill.
Hello.
My sister, you never even hear the story says.
Okay, she's on now. I don't know why my Bluetooth keep messing it up at the same time. Okay, but you can go. People can listen. They can still hear. You can. Okay, well, yeah. Just show the picture of Chesa, and then I show the before, the way he used to look, and I'm just from showing how messed up his face is now after the acid and all of that. So we're just reading the comment section. People are already reacting. So, you can just narrate us the story from the start. Like, what could be the possible, was it like he cheated on the girl? Or because most people, they just think, maybe the guy cheated on the girl. So maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, you can write down.
Okay.
Even a PG.
So first
I think there's plenty people they like for PG.
Which one? Anyone?
Yeah. No, say you like my English. We're talking about PG, so there are plenty people they could actually get them. Plenty people they like my PG actually.
All right. So at the first, salute all man waiting on the show.
Thank you so
and
much.
maps on air to the world.
Amen. Thank you.
Learn a lot. And they always say, time the way I comment at the comments, the times the way I don't comment, I just follow the show, even if I can't watch it after.
Thank you.
I love you.
Thank you so much.
In 1 week on like few days after Christmas, I think around before New Year, yeah. So I get a call first for the people the way they watch. This guy na my friend, his wife na also my friend. So like we don't be schoolmates all. So I even know when they be start date to when they be married. So they don't be so happy to get married. Because we no go ever know where to go on under people that road. But even makes them say the guy not like how a very cool guy, calm guy, nice, friendly, quiet, like a nice guy, as I generalize. The girl on the other hand, now also somebody very nice, calm, quiet, always smiling. People the way they know it always laugh, not even smile, it always laugh about everything, like everything it will always be so funny for the girl. So these people they can't date after high school, to finish high school, so they can't marry. I think somewhere around university they can't marry. The girl finally entered teacher's training, started teach for some primary school for Bamenda. And then as this crisis can happen now for Bamenda, it relocates go Yaoundé. So on the other hand, this guy traveled to Bahrain. Bahrain now one of these Middle East countries. He just border to Dubai for those who know. So the guy traveled to go Bahrain. He did the struggle. Like he had a job. He did do something for himself and for take care for his family, because all the while it always tell me, like, even after our school days can't reach, like of recent, I don't always communicate with the guy. It always like he really love his family and take care of the family and all of that. And also really love the woman. And he used to talk with women once in a while. I go ask how for you, how picking them. It was they fine and all of that. So this guy can't date for Bahrain. I intend for come for US. So we get another friend here. We all will be our schoolmates, and he and the guy, that friend and a guy, and they be very close because my neighbors back in Bamenda. So the guy today for America, so this guy for Bahrain, the guy for the picture for Bahrain, he contacted the other friend, say make it find in line to come America. So this guy now, I think they don't pay bill and all of that, so he don't come back for Bahrain. So keep that money where he will use them for making documents to come America. So of course he trusts his wife. They don't always do things together. Now people like this, I feel say they don't date together for like 13 to 14 years, excluding marriage.
Wow.
Like they don't date married day like 13 to 14 years. So not the thing for today. So of course, he love the woman, he trusts the woman know all his plans then. He did Bahrain, he did send money, they open account for Cameroon. That's for Yaoundé, so where the girl they send the woman money, the woman they keep on for that account. For this is supposed journey for America. So even they send this girl money, no say woman keep your money. When it happen now say the woman they planning. First of all, a woman they stay with the boy, with his master, his sister for house. So it's not even they like say like, and this girl don't always be so well taken care of. despite the fact he get that work in Massa, they take good care of him, get a good apartment where they stay for the Yaoundé. So not be like say Massa be neglected, no. I need to stay with his sister-in-law, where the sister-in-law to be very nice, like guy with their family be very nice. They accept the girl even right when they were dating. So this guy don't send him a woman money, make a woman keep her for this account. The woman they take that money, he happens say, he then surely keep her for that account. I will come to that. So for the time being, we're not going to wait to don't get into the woman. Now we're getting at just pending questions. We don't know where to be ever happen with the woman or where to be ever be the change of plan or whatever. We will not be the following. We must have planned it again. You need to keep that money. So it happen now say, as Christmas don't pass through, before Christmas, it must have come Cameroon. We can spend Christmas with the family. So it don't come the day. And then this were other friend we in the America, we in the one make a maybe guy come. He called the guy now and say they Cameroon. For remind me, say, okay, these people have here the answer money. Their money don't be ready. Maybe send a more study a doki them for come for here. So he called them. That was on the 26th because I talked with the guy. Me and all we are friends. So me and this other guy, they talk as it happened. He actually confirmed for me. Say he make a video call with the guy for the 26th. That 26th of this December we just passed. The guy there and woman he even salute the woman in question. The woman saluted the glad how this other guy for you make a name must come and all of that. The story even talk for the boy sister. That's the girl, the sister-in-law. We all them the same house. All them story, Salud even picking them. They get two boys together. It's Salud even picking them. They actually story love and all of that. So he tell you, say, okay, I'll go be with that. Money make you say that. Money. But before then, as the guy don't can take Cameroon to woman for this Christmas vacation, he happened to say, a woman poisoning. So it not only start from acid. He happened to say, woman poisoning. We don't know if the woman plants why it starts from them. How would you discover say a woman on the poisoning? As the acid case come up, this guy come Cameroon. A lot of we know say as good for like they go Cameroon now, so we don't know like the poisoning thing just be so random now. Where you go Cameroon, your friends or even family member them, they decide say they succeed. They want poison you people they need to fit travel go back or so one day they want travel go reach go a few days in back. So this guy for being on the safe side, as he can Cameroon, he just go find anti-poison. I don't know if we call it anti-poison or an antidote. He just go find something where go to help you in this any person poison because he be intent to go hang out with friends, then drink as an festive period. So anytime when this guy go out, go drink or eat up anything, he drink that anti-poison. And for some reason too, I'm not think say if he ever inform a woman, say he get something like that. So even as a woman, they could chop for house, if he chop, like it was just a random thing. Like I think say he'd go out every day because he'd make sure say when he go out, come back, he drink that thing. So even that chop where a woman now be the cooking for house, they put poison for inside, it not be the affect the guy. So the woman did there for workplace. If they tell colleagues that every day say, he want to go back for house, he must have nowhere, he want to go back, he must have nowhere. They say, but your master can vacation. How come your master nowhere? He fidget all time for workplace. When he surely think say, as if they do that thing, so he go one come back and meet up with the guy don't surely die, or maybe the guy they at the verge of dying, may conclude the plans and all of that. No. So this guy don't chop poison, he need to work. So as the poison they work for, they get find another poison that they put inside the guy in water for wash and for the guy in body lotion. So then the guy go one go wash. He go the shout for bathroom, call the woman and say, water, you don't put me water for wash. Why the water the hot for my skin like saying pepper? So the water the hot for my skin. The woman go tell you say no. The other day he go market, go buy a pepper plenty for just blend and keep am for house. So if you use that bucket for wash the pepper now while the water is hot. He, of course, he believe a woman. So he go just wash and all of that, take that lotion, put them. Say, the lotion to be hot for your skin. Woman go say, no. Now as you come over wash that water where the hot for your skin, now why that your lotion to be hot for your skin? Where all that thing then the only thing that will kill that guy. No. So as this 26th don't can be now, so where all this poisoning and all the like don't happen these days before Christmas, this 26th now with this one other friend calling, say make it send that money. I don't tell the woman, I say, okay, baby, no go for that account. This guy don't call, say, Mo, send this money. No go withdraw that money, send out for you so that they'll start follow the thing. So that by next year, this 2023, I go to enter America. The woman only turn the enter, come out. Wait, before then, I still tell the woman, so the woman hair will not go for bank, go withdraw so 800,000 will be remain for the account. We ain't not tell the master. So that thing the master don't come now say me they go. He give excuse of so I don't know where to talk. So he no go. They say the guy if you go you want give the guy when I know they do for Cameroon when you put money they be write and for book they get like a bank book or something. So it happen now they surely writes that money now by himself, not be even for the bank because the way they go now the bank manager talk say they can never ever can deposit any kind of money like that one for bank. So the guy they go with the hope say they go withdraw millions for Senna. I go rich. They say no, say you not get. If I go say bring a bank book, they deposit so and so money every month. But it is Senna and it shows that the money don't amount to so and so amount. So wait it is for the bank book. They say no, you don't get any money. As a matter of fact, your woman came for here a few days ago. He can withdraw the last 800,000 we be there for account. The guy be speechless. Well, before then, as that guy don't go for bank, a woman, of course, he know the outcome of his master coming back home without the money. So this girl already write the letter, he keep her. Now he talk for the letter, say he don't actually poison the guy. Now he say right time, say he don't actually poison the guy, but he don't know why the poison don't work. And he don't even put in there for a water for wash. He don't know why the thing that nobody work. And as it goes, so he only beg now say maybe they take care for a picking they fine. So they get put on for later. Keep up. So as the master come now for her, and he ask him, say, he don't go for bank. He don't know whether not a mix up or something. They go say money not there for that account. Before the guy want even be finished up, the woman not even explain. He move now that ask it we don't keep up the way the master. He wash for that guy's. That guy's sister not be there for house. As he wash for that guy's skin, now for that girl take off, can't reach today. No man over here, no man over see as if she has been, it don't ghost herself.
Yeah.
So for they carry that guy, go hospital. They not be even start doctor there for wait the doctor then. Because really his sister can't make voice notes. Always I can't explain what's in like the letter where his sister-in-law keep and hide on the poison brother and all of that. We say, you don't come more than hospital. Doctor, they don't even know how to start the treatment because they realize they don't put treatment for that boy, the body and the water for water. So they don't even know the kind of treatment for this boy as of now for sending that ask for his skin because they did give something when I know say chemical they did the way it will react differently.
Right.
They did something to worsen the situation.
Okay.
So, as of now, we're not really talking. I know but we don't know the present condition, but we not say still they alive.
Yeah, still be alive. I talk with person where we tell me say still be alive. Okay, Mommy Trey, after this, I'll play the voice note about his sister. After one, Mr. Leo did for years, so we need to give floor for Mr. Leo, and then but thank you for the good gesture and you narrated very well. After this, we will react on the story actually. So if you be stand by, I want to put Mr. Leo now on seat.
And the hot seat.
Okay. Hello guys. See.
Hello, Mr. Leo.
We have the lion right there. The lion, you're welcome to On Air with Maps. Please, we need to see some love. Pump some love from Mr. Leo. Please share. You guys share this video.
Pump some love before I just pump love before I just go off.
I know. Well, Mr. Leo, you are very welcome to On Air with Maps. Here we are just talking. We learn. We want to know more about the Cameroon entertainment industry, and the best people that can give us are entertainers like you guys, people who are legit. And so many people already know your song, but we've noticed that most people don't know who Mr. Leo is. But we are so honored to have you here. I am Elsie 4, and Senator, introduce yourself again, and Emma Class too. Before we go to Mr. Leo.
Now, Senator, this my name now already introduction. The only taxi man will be my house. The only taxi man will buy Range Rover. The only. I mean this, as you all know.
Okay, Emma.
Well, I'm Emma talking.
Mr. Leo to tell us who Mr. Leo is.
And I'm Emma talking from Dubai.
That's it?
That's it. You want someone over talking Senator to blast me?
Okay, Mr. Leo, please, you have the floor.
They say me introduce yourself.
Yeah, we
pass all your time to seduce Mr. Leo.
Mr. Leo is an artist. Mr. Leo is a superstar. Mr. Leo is an award-winning artist. Like, he has multiple. I don't want to run my mouth because you can best introduce yourself for people to know who Mr. Leo is.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much for inviting me. Thank you for the invitation. I appreciate it. Greetings once more to you all, and happy New Year to all those who are watching. So I am Mr. Leo. That's the name they call me. But my real name is Fonyuin Sobunrika Leonard.
Okay, I think your mic needs to be a little bit audible.
Is my volume down?
Yes, yeah, your volume
is down.
Is it better now?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is.
All right,
please comment. Are you guys able to hear Mr. Leo very well?
Yeah, I'm using headphones too. Maybe the headphones too that's low. I don't know.
Yeah, I think you should disconnect your headphones. Yeah.
Because we are just.
Okay. Let me use the normal phone. Is it better now?
Yes, very better.
Yes.
The Lion of Africa.
Now the phone volume is small. I'm finding difficulty sharing you, but it's fine. It's fine. I'll manage.
Okay.
So, like I was saying, I am Mr. Leo. That's the name they call me on stage. But my real name is Fonyuin Sobunrika Leonard. If you're Cameroonian, I'm from Cameroon, though. Sorry, I didn't mention the country. I'm from Cameroon. If you're from Cameroon, you hear the name Fonyu, it tells you that I come from the northwest region of Cameroon. And I come from Salt, to be precise. The village where I come from. Both my parents are from the Salt land, but I was born in the southwest of Cameroon, Boya to be precise, and I grew up there ever since, and that is where I discovered music. And today I'm a musician. So I would say I'm Mr. Leo. I am a singer, songwriter, composer, and producer of music.
You are a multi-talented king, the Lion of Africa. That's what they're calling you under here.
Thank you.
The Lion of Africa.
So I hope you don't call CY and Sparkle. I hope so they do for comment section.
Mr. Leo, you can express yourself in both English, French, whatever here. We just
my first language is English, so that's what I'm most comfortable with.
Even
unless you need me to speak some bars in French, I'll try.
No, pidgin or English is fine.
Wow.
Okay.
So, Mr. Leo, you know me, I'll be one of your biggest fans. You know that one. I don't anytime, even Canada, if they last of Canada, I fly camp only to attend your show.
Yeah. If you all my fan, if you like the same way we tell CY, so be CY number one fan.
So you know, say I be one of the highest fan, and plenty people don't know who be Mr. Leo. Now Mr. Leo that. And inside entertainment, Mr. Leo being at the one of the people the way even before I even start enjoying music for Cameroon, Mr. Leo being at the first person when the after me from old generation, I mean new generation. To be honest, Mr. Leo be the one of the first person where I start hearing music. I said now who sing at me? They say now Mr. Leo. Mr. the fan we will know the person. The first time I see Mr. Leo now for see how they call that place for corner Total. In a salad, they be concept. How they call that place again?
Dream Launch.
Dream Launch. That Ajo Komote Kitu Ajo Kam. So that's why I take Mr. Leo go show my friend. They made a supporting. Now so me and Mr. Leo start. Since then, Mr. Leo not ever stop. It always give us the vibes until now, till date. So if you wanna see Mr. Leo, one of the most popular artists of Cameroon.
Yeah.
Where I'm not even all you know say place day. No matter what, no be person way like it talk. Now my way will keep it calm. You know we see you can run for social media. How we see all my one be relevant for social media. You know they. But you see my way place day. No mind only for fight time. Now we the fan them who put you play where he get for be. I don't know how any man gets on top about Mr. Leo too before we start.
Okay.
Senator, my problem I say, Senator, the thing I say he talk say see why he plays day. You know, it also Mr. Leo he plays day. Now they ask you say no, Senator man talk. I ask you that see why be the sing that song say my he plays day. Why you not call Mr. Leo name for inside say Mr. Leo he plays day? You will be Mr. We see why you number 1 fan.
You answer now, Mr. Leo.
You answer now.
No, Senator.
And busy. So we
always do visit our place.
If you talk about Mr. Leo, because we get to make sure say you don't do
okay.
About Mr.
Well,
Leo.
I get plenty questions from Mr. Leo.
Yeah.
And Mr. Leo,
first, wait if you talk about Mr. Leo.
Well, Mr. Leo is a good artist. Like I love your art. Your art can step on me, and I say thank you. You get it? Your art can step on me, and I like thank you for stepping on me. I love your art. You're a great artist, and you're really making us proud. To be very honest, you're really making us proud. And I have one question. I have so many questions to ask you. The first thing I'll ask you is, why do you do what you do? Why do you do what you do?
What I do, which is music, right?
Yeah.
So I've always been a multi-talented guy. I've always been gifted in so many ways with so many things, right? At one point I used to play football, at one point it was street dance, at one point it was painting. And all these things I had in me, I never got the chance to express them because I was just putting quotes, family had a different perception of what art really is about. So it was all about school and strictly school and no other thing. So I never had the chance to express myself in those domains. And with time, it died down out of me. Not died down, but they didn't let me express it. And music is the one thing that most often I say, amongst every other thing that I wanted to do, I didn't choose music. Music chose me. Music chose me in the sense that right up to a year before I started singing, I did not even have passion to become a singer. Can you imagine?
Wow.
So the reason why I got into music is through a school choir. And please don't laugh about this. I know I've said this a few times, but it's just the truth. Sometimes it has to come out. The reason why I stepped into a school choir that took me into music was because of a girl, right? So you see how music happened for me. Every other thing I wanted to do, you know, I worked in it, I became skilled, and I want to paint, and I want to play football. And then music is just that one thing that I went somewhere. I went after a lady, and I was supposed to join a choir. And then the moment I started singing, I felt so deep in love with it that I could not even explain. You know, it caught my attention instantly, and I found like a place of peace.
Wait, Mr. Leo.
As in,
Mr. Leo, wait, you don't understand. It means that girl, you follow girl go choir. And then from choir, now you start singing.
Papa, I'll lie you. So It's funny, yeah. But
Okay.
there's this girl I used to like in school, right?
Right.
And back in the days, the only time where you can hook up with a girl is during break or after school. But then every day after school, break is short. But every day after school, all my guys are hooking up, and I never get to see this girl. I never see her after school. And then it's months after I discovered that after school she goes to the school choir. And so for me to be close to her, I had to go into the choir so that I could, get close to her. And then what kept me there is the fact that the rule of the choir was once you come in, there's no going out. So better not come in to play. And then I had to accept that rule because I really wanted to be beside her. So when when she accepted, I thought I could leave. But then the guys in the choir did not permit. They had to look for me after school every day and bring me back. And in no time, I found myself so in love with music, even more than them, that I could not explain. And that's how the magic happened.
Wow.
So,
that's a wonderful story, to be very honest.
The story.
So, Mr. Leo, the girl we take go choir. Now we don't na beauty on a love it because for you carry go choir. Now so you don't be the Mr. Leo now. You don't reward that girl or in a yesterday or na the story.
All right, so many people have asked that. I never talk about her. I never mention her name because now she's a married woman. Yeah. And I just think I should respect that. Okay. I don't even think it's respectful to mention her name here, whereas she's in the house with her husband. And stuff. It's an old story that we had, and that's it. But thanks to her, I got into music. So.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's a wonderful story. And to be honest, it's not funny. It's like a fairy tale kind of thing. You get it, like this person led you to your destiny. It's not funny. It's actually amazing.
Yeah.
Because you are so excellent in what you do. You are super. Like, trust me, you are exceptional. Like, one thing I can say about you is how humble you are. You are really humble. Just from reading what is written on your bio on Facebook, you said, I long to connect personally with my fans while sharing my passion with fellow musicians that teach me to be better. That's how you see people who are super humble. Because I know that a normal Cameroonian could have been like, now they did not worry me. What are their view they fed day? Because you know what? You are a superstar with over 1 million followers, Mr. Leo. You are special to our hearts.
Yeah, special.
This is a baby show, and to be.
Thank you very much.
There's someone that I'll definitely read the question. The person asked me to read it to you. It's also someone who is into music. When this show started, we were not even up to a month. When it started, the person confessed it to me that I'm like, who are these people? Like, which one are they really do? That's one kind of thing. But he started seeing, people coming in, like we're talking to artists and they're coming in. And then when I posted you like, okay, Mr. Leo is going to be our guest artist for today. He called me and he confessed to me. He said, please, I want to be among now. But I like how humble you are because that's where your art has taken you to where you are. Now I see that you don't need to make noise on social media to be famous, but you can still stay humble and your work will take you to where you are. Just the fact that you make your audience to feel important, trust me, you are still going to
see the good thing about Mr. Leo, for people who does not know Mr. Leo, like, you might know Mr. Leo for his music, but Mr. Leo is very good on stage. Like,
that is how
he knows how to ginger the fans. He knows how to interact with them. You know what I'm talking about? It's not like about just the music. Like when
we bounce up picking that will be very talented. We bounce up picking that will be very talented.
Me Me so
You don't play with big talent and have seduce. You don't come to all the day that would get show. You wear a gown can show. You don't just say Mr. Leo. I don't wear open this we can seduce Mr. Leo.
Okay, this person the question is very important. I'm gonna go read the person the question so that Mr. will go from there. Okay, we know that
I'll come back for you later.
The followers you have, I know that you are a super busy person.
Yeah,
very.
I have serious questions. So
yeah,
okay.
The person asks you, why did you switch your brand? Which means definitely the person noticed that and he actually loves it and he's seeing that it's something that is very unique and he wants to be the next to know that, okay, I started doing this because I admire what Mr. Leo started doing, which means you are very unique in what you are doing now. The person said you switch your brand. So can you tell us the brand that you were there before and then before switching it to the genre that you are doing right now?
At first, it was more of Afro pop, but more of a lot of mixture of the Cameroonian flavor. And sometimes I call it the Mr. Leo thing. There's just the way I do mine that stays mine. I personalize every song I do. It's my creation. It's just me. It has some kind of logo that naturally comes on it. And right now, I would say I'm just going deeper, digging deep within the soul and giving you stuff just from within. It's not like the first one was not from within, but it was a lot for the system too. Right now, it's more of a free kind of thing. I'm just at that point where I just want to be an artist. I just want to be free like a bird, to be able to give you what comes to mind when I wake up in the morning. I think that's part of creativity, you know, getting to show the fans who you really are. Not just who you really are, but everything you got with the time frame you have to spend with them, you know. So when I'm faced with this, I always say, look at it this way. If I tell you that it's the same cook and just a different dish, does it answer your question?
Yes, it's really, yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
It does. Yeah.
And it's more like that. So it's not like
I hope
I'm
you are
switching.
listening. I hope you are
It's
listening.
not like I'm switching, and it's not like I'm leaving the first genre of music I was doing.
Okay.
I'm just taking the courage, and some see it as a risk, but I call it necessary risk. I'm just taking the courage to show you another side of me.
Exactly.
You know.
I actually love the part of you trying to be creative and daring. Like you're bold, you're not afraid to show the world the other side of you. And that's one thing that keeps the Nigerian artists at the top, because they are not ashamed to bring out the other. They don't just like we know that Ogene is one of Nigerian popular dance, but they've modified it with time, they've changed it. Every year, every month, artists bring different dance steps, different moves and everything, and people are really loving it. But in Cameroon, our artists are low-key afraid of stepping out of the box or stepping out of their comfort zone. But yeah, I think you're the only one of the you're one of the artists that are you're very courageous, to be very honest with you. Like you believe in your art and you think that people definitely love what you're bringing out, and we love it. To be honest, we really love it. Now, I'll ask you this particular question. We have a popular, the CY International. Everybody knows about our uncle CY on YouTube and on Facebook and Cameroon as large. He's out there with this 80-20 thing. And then you know about the beefing that is going on between his best friend. His best friend is like, you stole my song, it's my song, and this and that. And you want to look at the song. It's nothing, there's nothing creative. Sorry to say it, but there's nothing creative about it. That those are childhood songs we used to play when maybe your parents were saying to go and fetch water, you go and remain, you're playing along the streets and singing the song. And now on social media, the two comedians I kind of call it comedy though. What do you have to say about this thing, about the two of them saying that this is my song, this is my song? Do you think as an artist it's normal, it's proper to come out and say a fellow artist copied your work? Do you think it's okay?
This particular question has been coming up a lot lately. And to start with, I would have preferred the question is asked directly without even mentioning names, because I really avoid talking about people. You know,
Sorry,
I
on the
believe,
show here. I'm sorry, but
yeah,
on the show here we
yeah,
call names. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, that's why I will talk about what we're talking about, but under normal circumstances, I avoid talking about people. I
Yeah.
believe in talking about ideas. You know.
Perfect.
So,
Okay, Mr. Leo, let me just,
when
I didn't want you to leave. I've always wanted this opportunity to to tell you how important one of your song has been
yeah,
to me. When I got here, I don't know if that your song was something that you came out around 2014, but I got into America 2014, and I was still a student, struggling, trying to get to survey myself. I was in California, and it's not easy, even just to navigate. And I didn't know any Cameroonian or anybody. Okay. After some time, I started talking with Senator, and he made me to know some of the songs from Cameroon. I just felt very homey, right? One of your songs that if you sabi say suffer the pain na for Yahweh.
Ovajere,
I said, who sang this song? I want to give that person $100. To be honest with you, it meant so much to me during that period because I saw myself struggling and I see how difficult. I'm an international student. There's no way that I can work to pay my school fees because I'm supposed to go to school. I need more hours to actually work. I need the documents that will back me up to work. You understand? And this thing happened. There's this my friend. He's a Nigerian guy, and while me thinking I'm really suffering, and each time I'm driving to school, I'm playing that your song. I have it in my Snapchat. Like, I don't know yet. When I was usually doing my videos, I have it. That song meant so much to me because I knew that one day the suffering I'm going through is gonna pay off. Because we will go for interviews, they will not take us. They'll ask for documents. We don't have the social security card. They'll ask for this. And one day we went to a restaurant to look for a restaurant job. Do you know what happened? Me, when they started that, they will have to do like a trial, and then they see how we're gonna wash dishes, and then from the dishes they will know if they will give us the job, because that's the likely job that you can get under the table. You understand? So being that Ajebota that I left Cameroon and I came here, I didn't find it funny. So Olu is a Nigerian, right? Nigerian, he's a hustler. Olu went and they gave him. He washed dishes washed the pots until.
I know that story.
After washing all those so many.
They say it did not qualify.
The washing those pots, they gave him a hamburger, which is like $12 in California, and then they told him that no, you did not qualify. So the guy was like, America, me. Olu, and I'm not able to. You'll tell me that I don't know how to wash dishes. So your song actually connected to me. I'm your fan. Like that particular song, I don't even that particular one.
Let me land back to what.
Please, Senator, please, before you ask your questions, I actually asked a question, and he said the names were mentioned, and let me take away the names as an artist.
No, it's okay.
As an artist, elbow Mr. Leo, as an artist, do you think it's proper? Okay, for example, let's say that it's not even your creation, it's something you copied, then you bring it out as a song, another person takes it and then you come out and you're like, you stole my song. Do you think it's proper for an artist to behave like that? What's your say about that?
The funny thing is, I don't even believe in criticizing art that way, right? When it comes to stuff like that, I think there are legal ways that stuff like that is handled. And if you just know and understand your business, you would know that it's not about saying it online. You can say it online 50 times, but if you don't if you don't follow up with the legal procedure, nothing is going to change. So to answer your question, no, it's improper to go online and just say whatever you feel. Once you say stuff online, okay, you're ready to stand with what comes with it. But it doesn't solve the problem. If the problem has to be solved legally, then you have to look for a legal solution. If it has to be solved a certain type of way, you have to look for that solution, whether you like or not. So if you have proof that that song is originally yours, then all you have to do is follow the procedure and show the proof, and it will be given to you.
Thank
So
you. I just wanted to ask. Yeah. No, just go on.
Talking about the 80-20 rule, like you mentioned.
Right.
Yeah.
I said it before, and I'm still saying it. It is very okay for people to come together and create a system that protects their art and their creativity. It is very okay. That's how I see the 80-20 rule. So most of the time, I don't call it 80-20. I just say it is okay for us to protect what we have and create an industry. But the names you mentioned, I always say no. And I keep saying this, and I will say it in front of anyone, any day, anytime. You might want to do the right thing, but if your approach is wrong, it's not going to give results. Okay, that's a fact, whether anybody admits or not. Talking about CY, talking about whoever, you may have the idea and that concept that you really want to change this, but if you don't handle it properly, it's not going to change nothing. Sometimes your approach might create even a bigger war than you even anticipate. So things have to be done right for proper change to happen. Whether you or he accept or not is just a fact.
Yeah, sure. And by the way, this is by the way, Senator, this is just by the way. Actually, I like the way you talk. You don't have this. It's not a bad thing to have the accent, the bouncer. You understand? Because we bouncer people, we usually have this strong accent. I think you and I are the only bouncer people that don't have that accent. Like it's cool. Like.
I think it's because I grew up in Boya. But I'm sure if I grew up in the village, I would have that accent, and yet I'll be proud of it. So.
Obviously, yeah.
Mr. Leo, the idea of like you put it the right way, the way you put it, as we all know in the diaspora, 80-20 base.
They say the English worry their head for a conversation. They say move on and straight for pidgin. Say English worry their head.
So, Mr. Leo, the objective for 80-20, okay?
Yeah.
From the time of that campaign, where you go on for 80-20 for Cameroon, how the 80-20 will be an impact for the artists?
What has changed? Not much has changed. Why? Because both the fans and the artists have the power of choice. I have the power to choose whatever I want to release. The fans have the power to choose whatever they want to listen to. Now, if you have to lure them into listening to us more, then there must be a way to go about it, right?
Yes.
Because whether they listen to me or not, they're going to listen to local. Whether they listen to local or not, they're going to listen to Sisu. They have choice, they have variety. So in the midst of all this confusion, how do we get their attention to listen to us more? Is it by telling them, stop listening to foreign content? Or is it by creating a system that calls their attraction to focus more on us and fall in love more with our content? And then tomorrow we got them when we got their ears.
So how can we create the system that will make the people or the fans in Cameroon, both diaspora and let's say Cameroon, our own?
Let me say okay, let me say that. Let me just ask this question in another way. Like, what are you guys doing in such a way that will attract the attention of other people to love our Cameroon music?
All right, let me tell you what I am doing, because for a while now, just before I even continue, I just need you guys to remember that this fight has been going on for donkey years, even behind the scene.
Yeah.
Now there's people who are doing what they can and posting everywhere and telling everyone, yo, I'm fighting, yo, I'm fighting. And there's a lot of people who are fighting behind that you and I don't even know.
Right.
Right? I can fight on Facebook, but I'm not the same person sitting with the ministers and fighting every day and telling them every day to their face that artists exist and we need to protect them and we need to create a system and stuff. There's been lots of people fighting that fight for donkey years, even behind the scenes, that we don't know. And out of respect for what all these people have been doing, even before we joined today, I would just say we need to start by having a structure. I've mentioned this a few times, and it's like a lot of people don't understand where I stand when I say having a structure. I'm not talking about saying the government is not, the government and the government is not. When I talk of a structure, it starts with you being the change that you expect to see. That's the first step.
Mm-hmm.
You have to start by being the change you expect to see. And most of the times, if you guys see me, I don't talk much. It's because I act a lot. I act more than I talk, right? Because I believe the footprint I leave behind is what's going to testify for me.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, if I wake up today, a few years ago, I started a record label, and then I succeeded producing Chameleon Gomez, and all of a sudden, now I'm moving into coming up with an academy. If you really check the roadmap, you would see that I keep doing one thing after another, trying to create the system and creating a structure for myself. And I have my failures and my ups and downs and the things I do right and the things I do wrong. And then I catch up and I follow up again with another step and I implement. Now I'm talking about the Lion Academy. This is how I see it. What about creating a system where people can come from the street and have a few months courses or years of formation even, and then come out and they already understand how they're supposed to move as an artist, how they are even supposed to, how they're supposed to approach the art even when they step in the studio, how they're supposed to sell themselves when they go out, how they're supposed to manage their personal life and the life in entertainment, how they're supposed to deal with the media, how they're supposed to do all these things. Truth is, most of us come from the streets, right? Mm-hmm. We started singing, we pushed, we checked out songs on YouTube and all that, and finally the voice came out. We're so passionate, we're listening to others, we're learning how to compose, and all of a sudden, we're composers and we're singers. And then there you go, I give you a hit song. Now, the fact that I give you a hit song, it doesn't mean that I really understand how this business works.
Yeah.
Right? It doesn't mean that I understand how I'm supposed to deal with the media, how I'm supposed to deal with my fans, how I'm supposed to build my vision to have a long-lasting career. All those things is almost not existing in this atmosphere because there are no, first of all, no structures of formation for people who aspire to become musicians. A lot of them came from the streets. Take note, the day I release a hit song, the guy who's closest to me automatically becomes my manager.
Mm-hmm.
So
Wow.
if I release a song and that song becomes number one in Africa, automatically he becomes number one manager.
Very true.
But now, is the level matching up to the intellect of that person you're carrying? Sometimes you see that it differs a lot.
It differs.
But when you just step out there, one step out, you discover that we're up against people who have managers who've gone to even Harvard, gone to other places. Some even keep whatever they're doing, go for a year of formation just to come back and manage their artists. And I'm not saying everyone in Cameroon, nobody has classic education of the role they're supposed to play. I'm saying it's almost lacking completely.
Yeah.
That's another problem we have.
But
So there's a lot of ignorance.
Mr. Leo,
there's a lot of ignorance circulating.
Mr. Leo.
Yeah.
So it means our music, it has not been like everywhere. It's because of we don't have hit or because of we don't have promotion.
No. We have the best singers. I can even say that and beat my chest. We have great composers, right? We have great composers. We have great video guys. We have great sound engineers. But my question is, we are this great, and then when you step outside, you cannot compare the lifestyle and the level of business that they handle. What's the difference? It's no more about art. It's no more about creativity. It's about the business that's behind every product.
We don't have good promoters.
Like what I always say, that in everything you do, you need to know the business aspect of what you're doing, because you are doing it for passion and for a living. You make a living off of your passion, and if you don't know how to if you don't know the marketing aspect or the business aspect of what you're doing, no matter how you sing, no matter how you do whatever, it will not still go out there. That's why you see most of the approach is really wrong. Cameroonians are so talented, so creative, to the level where
we see them as celebrities, but most of them
Let me give you an example, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
The least artists you meet out there, let's say in the US, before they tell you I am an artist, in most cases, they really understand what copyright laws are, especially when it comes to the music business.
Yeah.
They really understand the business. They really understand how to move. So when they step in, the first thing that happens is, if they are worth $10 million, they move with business strategies that permit them to make $10 million.
Yes.
And exhaust their full potential, right?
Very true.
Because they know how to go about the business. I am not saying we don't know. Let's be honest for a second, right? There was a time where Cameroon, I could say Cameroon was king when it comes to African music at some point. When you look at the days of Makossa, a lot of African countries copied the Makossa sound in one way or the other and developed it. So there was a time where we were top of our game, right? I'm talking about 30, 20 years back even.
Yeah.
But if today we find ourselves struggling to start from zero and build an industry, it means the people who came before succeeded with the music, but did not succeed with the business.
Business, yeah.
Exactly. True.
Very true.
That's a fact. No disrespect to nobody, maximum respect to all our legends.
Yes.
But is it not a fact that somewhere along the line, the business was lacking?
It was.
If you check other countries, people come, they build to a certain level, others speak up, they add up, others speak up, they add up. You can start calling names from the first generation to the sixth generation, and the first generation is still existing. But in Cameroon, it's like newcomers come with a tendency of wanting to replace instead of being part of the system and doing it even better. A lot of newcomers come with the intention of replacing. And then, funny enough, bizarre as it sounds, a lot of the OGs break down the ladder after they climb.
Yeah.
Mr. Leo.
True.
Mr. Leo, I wonder some people in Cameroon, even in diaspora, America, Canada, that have been with like, people are saying before Cameroon music go worldwide, they must collaborate with Nigerian. What is your take about that?
Come again?
That before Cameroon music can go worldwide, like, you will need to collaborate with a Nigerian artist before you people can go so wide weather.
Not really.
I think that depends on what you mean exactly.
Yeah.
The success.
For example, they know Nigerian musician everywhere. Like, let's say popular, the least Nigerian musician, like, he's viral. Okay. But if it comes to Cameroon artists, like, you are just few of you that are viral. So people are saying for you guys to be more exposed, you need to do a collab with Nigerian artists.
Collabo. I just put that down. All right. I don't think the success of an industry as a whole entirely depends on another industry. No.
Exactly.
start with.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But there's nothing wrong with collaborations. It is very essential for an industry. It's a give and take process, right?
Yeah.
If I collaborate maybe with Tufan, it simply means I'm sharing my fan base with Tufan and he's sharing his fan base with mine.
Yes. Yeah.
Right? And now that only works if I decide to push this product and then Tufan too decides to push that product. If it's one way, if I promote the product and he doesn't, all I will do is share my fans with him, and it will not be the other way around. It means he just benefited and I benefited.
Mr. Lo,
nothing.
why I call this concept to your attention? Because why I call this concept to your attention? Because like people have been fighting in Cameroon that Nigerians should not be coming in Cameroon because they don't have regard to us. They are not playing none of the time. They have been in Nigeria several times. They don't play Cameroonian music. But we have the concept, we only enjoy Nigerian music, which they don't play our own. But to me, the concept of collaborate with another artist from another country, because you people think maybe they have a high platform. Me, I don't think like that, because even you, there are music that people know it, which you are the one who have sung that music, which I know global. I've been in so many clubs, which is Akata Club, American Club. I hear your music playing.
Exactly.
Me, I just
True.
believe that
I
believe that my own belief, I believe, because most of the Cameroonians, they said we are not supporting each other.
Yeah.
That is the problem that I have. But me, I believe if you give something good out there,
everybody will love it.
Out there, the thing will
This is my take on collaborations, right? Collaborations are supposed to go according to the artist's vision.
Right.
Thank you.
It is not about which industry is popping and which artist is popping. Oh, let me rush and get a collabo. It has to move with your vision. To start with, you as an artist, what is your vision and what is the plan? What do you hope to
call
achieve?
Mommy Daily to come and watch and listen. Mommy Daily matchup.
What do you hope to achieve in 5 years? And when you break it down, what do you hope to achieve every year? So before you call an artist for collaboration, you must have a plan. You must know the in and out of every step you're taking, because it's a giant move for every artist. Once you collaborate, you're attaching your image with somebody's image. Be you the bigger artist or the smaller artist, you're joining the two images together to create some kind of anticipated atomic bomb, right?
Right.
But it has to move according to vision. Sometimes they can literally give you, let's say, they can give you Sam Smith for a collaboration and it doesn't work for you. All right.
Yeah.
So
like
imagine, unless it's part of the plan, unless it's part of the vision, imagine a collaboration between.
Look like, let me quote you a light example. Look like the music with Stanley Eno and Davido. Up to now, that music is not even up to 2 million views, and that means over 5 years.
Yeah.
If I cite mine now, they'll say I'm hitting. So let me just be quiet and listen.
No, we are talking because Mr. Leo is talking sense here. He said you have to know the view and the understanding of who you are collaborating with. But Stanley Eno has a music with Davido present, a video. It's not even right up to that. That music over 5 years.
No, because maybe Senator, I think you are overlaying yourself that because he collaborated with Davido, it should blow up.
Exactly.
You are not understanding. Instead, I'm working with Mr. Leo. What Mr. Leo said.
Okay.
Because Mr. Leo has put some sense now in my head that you get forget the focus and the understanding to who you want to collaborate with. It's not just about collaborating. Good. But some people then if you say if Mr. Leo with small fan base, he go collaborate with Davido. Yes,
so you know you don't make a very good
point.
So
I'm very happy with that point.
It really be very important. Now it boils down to the facts. People don't get to know the business of what they're doing. Because when you know, so you're not okay. This song, this so. Like for example, I think so you don't collaborate with Flavor, right?
Yeah.
Good. You don't because
Oh, really? And I didn't
it
even know
was
the
very
song.
successful
Like,
collabo
what?
from
Jamais
the
Jamais remix.
Okay, now remake.
Okay. Let me use an example on me, right?
Yeah.
So that I avoid calling another person's name.
Okay.
Now, with the understanding I have of the business, when it was time for me to do a collaboration with Flavor, I don't think it should have been Jamais Jamais remix. It should have been another song. It would have been better.
Okay.
With the understanding I have of what collaborations are really about and doing a collaboration according to the vision you have.
Exactly.
You see that at some point when you let the excitement come in, oh, it's Flavor, let's just keep it popping, let's make it happen and stuff without proper calculations. You can't miss it.
Yes.
Right? So using my example, if I was to do a song with Davido now, it will not be Jamais Jamais remix. We'll just do another brand new song, and the direction will go according to where my vision is going to and where his vision is going to.
Exactly.
Okay, I want to ask this question.
You cannot miss it.
Yeah, no, you did perfect. Like we've learned, very
The
perfect.
truth is that I love the original version of that song. Like, I love it.
Okay, so which is
and
good.
Coupled with the fact that, like I told you, if you do a collaboration, one person promotes and the other person doesn't, it doesn't really give the expected effect. So take my case, for example, you would understand too another thing that happened with the song.
Okay. So, Mr. Ella, I wanted to ask.
It was not promoted at its end.
When you do like a collaboration with an artist, right? Do you pay that person? And if you're paying that person, is it like it comes in the form of a package that okay, I'm going to pay you this amount, you promote this as well when the song come out? Does it come in that aspect or it's up?
Collaborations can go in any way.
Okay.
It could be paid in a case where the two artists don't know each other and one person sees it as an opportunity to step up his career and the other person sees it as an opportunity to make some money.
Okay.
That's one way of having a collaboration. It could be colleague to colleague. Like, yo, Loco, what's up, bro? You did do a lot. There's some new songs, so anyway, come on, check out. It's easier. It's my G. We connect. Or after doing a song with Flavor, I mean, we connect. I could call him up for another song, and it's easy to move. That's another way of doing a collab. In that case, it's not necessarily money. You know,
exactly.
Sometimes it could be label to label, right? I have Lion Productions. I have Lion Productions. Salatel has Alphabeta, and maybe Jovi has New Bell, and then Jovi calls me up, and it's like, oh, I see your new artist that you're producing. I think he could be a good match with this new song I'm doing with Renis. What do you think? Me and him talk, and that's a collaboration already happening. So you can go in any way, but at the end of the day, to me, what's really important is not what happens before the collaboration comes in. It's what happens after. It's first of all, why the collaboration? What's the plan for the collaboration? And what are you supposed to do to make sure you achieve what is expected of that collaboration? Those are the important things to me.
Okay,
so do you like tell the person that okay, please?
For example, the collaboration with Flavor, I paid.
Okay, you can write down.
But the collaboration I did with Tufana, I didn't pay because I mean we knew each other a short while before, and then I'm not Tufan, sorry, I'm a Revolution.
Yeah.
And a few others. So sometimes it happens. I've done collabos where I'm paid well, right? And I've done collabos where it's for free. And I'm like, yo, bro, sometimes it's funny. Sometimes the song could just catch your attention and you're the one fighting with your team. Like, I want to be on this song. I don't care if you take money or not.
Mr. Leo,
you know,
Mr. Leo, it happens that like as asks a question, as he asks you say, the collaborating to go with package, because I've seen people that have had a collaboration, but if you the other side round, the artist is not promoting the music, but he's collaborating with you. So I don't know, it's because of the package or what? Because you don't come out earlier for say this, so Flavor never even promote the song.
You be need for pay. You be need for actually say, okay, this package this so you could promote me this song for how much or something like that. Or you're just expecting, okay, once the song comes out, he's supposed to actually like
promote it, yeah.
I think he paid Flavor to collaborate with Flavor, and that was the deal. So there was nothing like his Flavor was supposed to promote the music because it was
Mr.
he
that's
paid
what I'm
Flavor.
asking Mr. Leo. If that's how
Mr. Leo say this in the
Yeah, he did say okay, he actually exited. Actually I had so many questions to ask Mr. Leo, like a lot of questions to ask Mr. Leo. And then please, for the people talking about my Christmas tree, Senator, wait. For the people talking about my Christmas tree, will not avoid me. I think what's the name Beguna.
Let's see what our
Yes, let it read it. I usually take out my Christmas tree on the 31st of January. That's when I take off it has always been like that since childhood. No one could change him. I will not avoid me and I leave my Christmas tree in peace.
I'm a Nigerian, but Cameroonians need to love their own more, whether good or not, to promote their own. Okay, thank you for that advice. Very true. That's a good one. Thank you for joining us, Mark Amos.
Mr. Leo, we don't know, maybe the telephone is off or the internet has some problem.
Yeah. But he's actually, people love Mr. Leo that he's speaking very that he's really going well. The interview is going on very well. Okay, like Akin Diamond said, I'm here for Mr. Leo subtitle and eloquent way of communicating. He speaks with so much intelligence. Very
and
true.
He's so humble. He's not like my place this. Like Senator.
This is 5 attacks every day for sure. When's where go
go live for you again? Okay.
When's where go live? Dubai go small you.
Never.
It will shock enough for even know say maybe not even the.
Sorry guys,
the
internet tripped a little bit from my end.
Thank you for joining
us. Thank you back, Leo. What I was asking is you talk about package, okay? If you collaborate with some man, where you pay for promote the music for platform another package.
All those are details that you two decide, the two teams decide. I don't even think once you conclude on a collaboration with somebody,
yeah,
I don't think you're supposed to pay the person again to promote, because collaboration means it's our song, it's your song and it's mine. Right. So it's just logical that you promote it like every other song that you two are promoting in the most natural way. Of course, some teams would avoid investing a lot in it, but some teams, when they find potential in the song, they get even right up to the investment stage and they still invest in it. So I'm saying in a nutshell, because collaboration means it's our song, it's your song, it's my song. So why won't you just promote it?
Yeah.
Perfect. Senator,
why I'm asking this, because I've seen like 3 occasions. Fally Epupa, I've seen that with him. I've seen that with Davido. I've seen that with Flair. I've seen that with so many artists that they collaborate with another artist, but they are not promoting the song in their page. Nothing. They never talk about the song, no time. But when if their own song is coming out, they promote it every time and again. I don't understand why. That's why I'm asking if it's a different package.
No, I think it's personal. It's just something personal, because it's our song. If you don't promote it, then you probably don't like the song enough, or you don't see enough value in the song to promote it. I'm not saying invest 50 million on the song, but I'm saying just share the song properly. Let your fans know you jumped on this song with another artist and you want them to listen to it.
I have another question that really bothered me, because since I will be getting into entertainment soon. So what do you think we need, like an instrument for Cameroon entertainment to bet?
Money. Money. It's money.
I will start with the artist, and then I'll go right up to people who are called investors. I'll go right up to maybe the media. I'll just touch a few. I'll just touch a few spots around, a few things that I think if it's touched right, it will bring about a great change. Starting with the artist, and this goes both to the artist and whoever aspires to produce an artist. Nobody owes you this homework. Like Maps was saying, understanding the business you are in is your responsibility. Same as understanding the business you're about to step into. In this case, maybe you, is your responsibility. So if you decide tomorrow to sign an artist without understanding the business properly, you have your share of mistakes that you're bound to make before you see the artist through. If the artist too doesn't understand the business properly, the two of you are bound to make lots of mistakes before you ever succeed. That's if you do, right? Let me start with the artist. For example, understanding the whole concept of copyright. This is for everyone involved, from both the artist and the producers, right? I realized that in Cameroon, I'm not saying I knew all these things from day one, right? I'm just a very curious guy. I ask myself a lot of questions, and as time goes on, I try to know every day. I try to have a better understanding of how these things work. So I'm not a perfect guy. I've made lots of mistakes myself, but I come to realize these things. How important do people take copyright in Cameroon, both the creators and the people handling the creators? How important is copyright to them? Copyright laws were created to protect creators, and in this case, we're talking about music business, right? So imagine you produce, you take your time, you work on a song. I'll talk more about music because that's what I do. But copyright laws move across. Every creation has copyright laws. But the one I understand more is music business. So let's say, for example, you take your time, you take weeks, you work on a piece of song, you put in your time, energy, money, everything you got, and then you push it out there, and people have the right to just do whatever they like with it, duplicate it, do whatever they like. It's not going to encourage you to even try and do another, right? Now, the moment you start understanding these things, you start understanding the difference between the different copyrights. And I'm taking the time to explain this because I think whoever is watching might benefit from some information you never know, be it an artist or somebody who aspires to produce an artist. Both of them have to have proper understanding of how these things work. I am not an expert of copyright laws myself, but with time, over the years, I've managed to consume a lot of information about how copyright laws work. To start with, Senator, people have to know that there is stage money, there is publishing money, there's digital money, and all that. All those things are different. They have different routes, and they have different machines that work behind the scenes together. And all these things joined together create revenue for the artist. So stage money is like the one that's rampant around here. That's what almost everyone knows, and that's what everyone is attached to, stage money, right? But digital is the most consistent.
Exactly.
If 100 people download, it's written there 100. You can just see.
Yeah.
The stage money, it goes with the level at which you've built your image, right? So you're going to defend your cachet depending on the image you've built for yourself and how much people value you as an artist. There's endorsement deals where people just get rights to use your image for something, to promote a kind of product. And then there is publishing, which is the most lucrative in most cases. Now, how many people really take the time to understand these things? Because I know how much time it took for me to force myself to go deep and start understanding these things. But trust me, this is 101 for people out there, as in before they even step into it, they already know these things, because right from the start of them singing, these are the things they sing in their ears every day. At least they come up with a good understanding of these things. So, what are copyright laws? Copyright laws were created to protect creators, in this case, music business. These are the different copyright holders in the music business, right? You have the songwriter, you have the publisher, you have the record label, and you have the performing artist, right? When you talk of the songwriter, we're talking of the person who wrote down the lyrics and or created the melody at the same time. It means there could be a song and someone wrote the lyrics and another person created the melody. Both of them have something on that song, right? And both of them goes under songwriting. The publisher is there to manage and sell your intellectual property. So same as the manager manages your career and plans for you, the publisher manages your intellectual property rights and handles business when it comes to your intellectual property, right? So the songwriter and the publisher, they own what you call song rights. Okay. So there are song rights and there are master rights. The songwriter and the publisher own song rights. I don't know if it makes sense.
Yeah.
It does. It does.
Right.
It does.
You come now to the record label. The record label and the performing artist own master rights. So let's say, for example, you, Senator, right? You want to produce an artist. You guys do a first song. You guys do one song. You send it out, and it becomes #1 in Africa.
Excuse me, Mr. Leo.
Yeah?
Excuse me. Like now you have a record labels, right?
Yeah.
Like now you have a record labels, right?
Yeah.
I thought all the songwriter and the song publisher are under you, or is it two different offices? Oh,
no.
Okay.
It's not done like that.
You work, my brother.
You have to realize that in most cases, the artist is like the pilot of the image. The artist represents the image. But there's a whole chain and network of activities and people lined up behind who have dedicated their lives to make it happen for you. Mm-hmm. And in this case, you are an example. If you're producing an artist, nobody even knows it's you spending all the money and calling everyone you know in the world to push the artist. Mm-hmm. The artist is the image. But where do you stand? How do you even protect your own self, right? It is through these copyright laws. And I'm trying to drive this to one basket, and then I'll tell you, I'll bring it down to one thing I think if adjusted here can go a long way to solve a lot of problems. So to make sure nobody's getting it twisted, I talked of the different copyright holders that exist in the music business. You have the songwriter, you have the publisher, you have the record label, you have the performing artist. The songwriter is whoever wrote down the lyrics and
the melody
or created the melody. So if you are the same person who wrote down the lyrics and created the melody, you own that. If somebody created the melody and you wrote down the lyrics, you two share it. Okay. Right? And that is how songwriters make money out there.
Yeah.
There are people who just write songs and they don't sing. And that's how they earn their rights, and that's how they make money. And now you have the publisher. After you have created that beautiful music, your manager will book shows for you. Your manager will negotiate stuff for you to make money on stage and handle your digital and stuff and manage all that and plan for you, most important. But your publisher would manage the intellectual property rights of that song you created. So the publisher is like some kind of manager, but for your intellectual property. Right? So if I do a song and they need me on stage, they're going to get to my manager. But if a movie needs that song for a soundtrack, they're going to get to my publisher. You see the difference? Because in that case, they're not calling me to come and perform on stage. They are calling me because they need that content that I created to use in their movie. So they need paperwork to permit them to have the right to use that song.
Means no be small palaver.
I say,
you understand?
It's simple. We'll be like, oh my God.
So in that case, they have to get to whoever is responsible for your publishing, because they understand how intellectual property rights work, and then they negotiate. And the reason why I told you that publishing is the most lucrative is because you can do a song 10 years ago and the movie decides to use today, and you just make some 100 million.
So the money goes to the publisher, and the publisher shares it with the artist?
The publisher shares it with the artist according to the deal, same as your manager negotiates, goes and takes the money and then comes and share according to the deal you have with him. If the deal is the artist has 30%, the manager has 20%, the record label has 50%, he's going to share it that way.
Okay.
You
So
see?
Mr. Leo,
Same with publishing.
Okay.
If he goes and let's say a movie needs a song for a soundtrack, right? He's going to negotiate and make sure he bids for the highest he can bid for, because the more he goes high, the more his percentage too goes high. And if, according to your deal, it was that the publisher gets 50%, the artist gets 20%, the record label gets this, he's going to share it according to whatever deal you had, whatever deal you guys had together when he's going out to fetch for that money.
Okay, fine. Mr. Leo, I have a question. I don't know if
So
you prefer
I'm
me
not
calling
done.
you.
Just to round up, right?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, just to round up. It's really important that I don't leave it halfway. If not, a lot of people will not understand.
True.
So I'm sure this is going to motivate a lot of people who are into intellectual property rights, especially when it comes to music business, to come up to and start putting these things on the table, because we don't even talk about them, whereas we're supposed to understand them. So I talked to the songwriter, publisher, I talked of the record label, I talked of the performing artist. The record label is the company that stands behind the artist to protect this artist and build with and for them in one way or the other. So for example, there was Lion Production. Lion Production signs Mr. Leo, right? Now, Mr. Leo has a manager. Mr. Leo has a publisher. Mr. Leo has a PR. And Mr. Leo is backed up by Lion Production. And this Lion Production could be owned by you, Senator, right? For you who want to produce an artist, it means you're probably going to represent a label in one way or the other. You can't just sign an artist and then you just say, come, let me sign you. If you have to follow real procedures, you have to operate as a label. So let's say you are the owner of Lion Production and you have signed Mr. Leo. It means when they call for a show, my manager will book the show. If the show is 10 million francs, and then our agreement shows that the producer has 50%, the artist has 30%, and the manager has 20%, it means he will take the 10 million, he will send 5 million to the company, and the company is you. He will send 3 million to the artist, which is the 30%, and 2 million francs to him, which is 20%.
Mr. Leo, like you, now that you are the CEO of Lions, you are still like, and then you are still a singer. Do you get paid under the record labels?
So this is where I'm coming, right? So the manager sent 5 million francs to the label. That's label money. But now, what if the label has partners? What if it was a joint business between you and Maps and Emma? It means that 5 million that goes to the company account will be shared now amongst you according to the deal you all have when it comes to your partnership.
Okay.
I don't know if it makes any sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
So that's
it
how.
does.
And then now we talk of some people find it difficult to differentiate between the songwriter and the performing artist. The performing artist is different from the songwriter and composer.
Exactly.
It
Yeah.
could be the same person. So the performing artist is whoever sang that song.
Yeah.
Right? So the fact that I sang Jamais Jamais, it does not mean 100% that Jamais
You wrote
Jamais
it.
was composed by me. It could have been composed by another person.
Another person. Yeah.
So in this case, the performing artist is me who sang the song. And then now, there are rights according to CMOs. I'll explain what CMOs are. I'll come to that. These are corporations that are there to guide and protect rights of artists. For example, Sonacam in Cameroon or SACEM in France. They are here to guide and protect the rights of their clients, intellectual property rights, right? So I sang Jamais Jamais. The right that goes to the performing artist goes to me. If I'm the one who wrote the song and the melody, the rights for the song, for the lyrics and the melody goes to me. If not, whoever wrote down the lyrics and the melody, the rights for songwriting will go to the person. You see? And then I'm under Lion Production. The rights that goes to the label goes to the record label. And if I am the owner of the label, behind the scene, that will come to me.
Yeah. Senator has mute his mic.
Your mic is mute.
You understand my point?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the songwriter and the publisher own song rights, and the record label and the performing artist, they own master rights. So the
Yeah.
fact that I sang the song, it does not mean I have full rights to the song. There's a
Exactly.
company behind me which is called Lion Production. Lion Production owns the rights to the master, and then shares some of the rights with me who
So,
sang
Mr.
the
Leo,
song. Yeah.
you that you are the CEO of that company, the Lions label. So
Yeah.
if the same time you are an artist, you sing also. So if you sing, and then the commission, you can still sing, have money, make money as the artist, and the same time as the CEO of the record label.
I can make money as all of them if I have the capacity.
Okay.
For example, a song like Jamais Jamais, right?
Yeah.
I am the performing artist. And I told you that the record label and the performing artist own the master rights. It means I own part of the master of that song. I am the one who sang the song, right?
Yes.
But I'm also the one who composed
Okay.
both the lyrics and the melody. And I told you that the songwriter and publisher own song rights. It means when you go to the song rights, I own the rights to the composition of the melody and the lyrics.
Leo,
and I own the right to the performance.
That's now so you tickle Don Jazzy. That's when I tickle Don Jazzy.
So why I'm bringing all these things is because good knowledge and implementation of copyright laws goes a long way to strengthen the system of music business.
Thank you. Yeah.
That is one aspect. Talking about copyright laws, that's what I have to say. And then, of course, we'll go now to other things as we conversate and go. We'll go to other things like investment.
I actually have a question. Yeah, I have a question to ask you. Earlier, you said our parents are, they like the booking shit. You understand? You need to go to school. That be a medical doctor, a teacher, a policeman, and stuff. And so many of our parents don't know the role of an artist in our society. So, according to you, Mr. Liu, what is the role of an artist in a society?
I think the whole ecosystem really lacks that. It's not just our parents, because if the whole entertainment industry is suffering from this, it means somehow the system don't really understand the value of these people and these creators, because Every other creative sector in Cameroon has value. Except
no. To be honest with you, in Cameroon, they value the singing artist more than any other
even when you
artist.
go down to paperwork, even when you go down to official documents, you hardly see a document that admits under that artist. They can even put all kinds of occupations, and then for you to sign up as an artist, you go to others.
Yeah, exactly.
That's to tell you how detailed it is. It means they don't even recognize that this is a valuable job and this is something that people live for, that people can literally die for, and this is something that's really changing lives. So I would just say, imagine life without music.
Take all the films in the world, give me music.
Imagine life without music. I mean, it's just to answer your question, Emma. Imagine life without music. You realize that music fits into every emotion. What we sell, it's not just the lyrics, it's not just the things we talk about. The real thing that we sell is emotions. Right? We fit into every emotion. When you're sad, there's a type of music you listen to.
Exactly.
When you're happy, there's a type of music you listen to. When you're celebrating, there's a type of music you listen to. Even for that play some kind of music, the day where it shows saying that I plays this.
Not true.
You understand?
Very
That's how
true.
important music is. Music is like some kind of breath for everyone. So I don't even understand how people can think music is not that important. When it comes to our parents, they don't mean harm, right? My dad is a good example of that. He tortured me when I started music, even though today he's proud, right? But then again, I had to prove to him that this is really worth it. This is a do or die for me. And I had to make sure I succeed with it so that he to see that, okay, it's not just about going to school and becoming a medical doctor like he intended for me to become. You know, that was him choosing for me. He doesn't mean bad. He didn't mean bad. It's just their perception of the whole thing, right?
Right.
And that's why you see me coming up with an institution like Lion Academy. As in, imagine parents realize tomorrow that, okay, if their kid aspires to become a musician, there's actually a place where they can send them to go and learn it properly. And they have this confidence that it's a whole institution where you can go and learn it properly and come out and you can do something for yourself. They're going to encourage it. And just our existence, the whole existence of all the artists now is proving a lot to parents that this is worth it, right?
Yeah.
I think now in my family, if another person comes up and wants to sing, my dad will not have the same reaction because I came through and I made it happen.
Right.
But had it been I failed, it would have been a different story. So just to answer your question, Emma, I don't think they mean any bad, all right? It's just their ignorance about the whole thing.
No, the
And,
thing
and,
is
and
that
their whole perception of what success really is, you know, go to school, have certificates, get a matriculation number, so you can
exactly.
guarantee salary,
Yeah,
you know, and
exactly.
stuff. So
I'm not saying that they
that's
meant bad.
that's security for them.
Exactly.
But
Yeah,
it's
I
left for you
understand.
to prove them wrong, you know.
Thank you. The thing is, I'm not saying that they are acting badly or thinking badly. The thing is that I just want you to tell them your role in the society because you're low-key telling them the thing is
Funny
that they might
enough,
know that you're important, you understand,
funny
but they
enough,
want you to remind them of your place in the society.
funny enough, right? The
Yeah.
same parent refusing is probably going to a club once a while or going to parties once a while and dancing. Dancing to what?
Your
Done by
song, your
whom?
music, exactly.
You watch the TV and you're dancing to and you're singing. Sometimes my dad is working and singing. And I'm like, but gee, you're refusing that I don't sing. So you like music actually. You see, they love it. They just don't believe it can put food on the table.
Mr. Leo, might tell you something. People like you wanna so no matter how many artists come behind una or how many artists come now can sing past una. One thing for sure, I tell you, Leo. One thing for sure, na say wait. You see humility. Now it be the key of success.
Everybody's
That's a
writing
fact.
that. Mama Vanka just wrote that Mr. Leo, your
Yeah, Mr. Lee
humbleness,
is humble.
that
He's humble.
They love your humble.
And Mr. Leo, we will really appreciate if you do a collabo with CY, your place day, because your place day. If you can do a CY a remix for that song, oh my brother.
You see,
that depends if it falls in my plan. If it falls in my plan and I find it interesting enough and I think it's valuable,
Mr. Leo,
for my vision,
so CY market your song, I beg.
it won't be the
CY
case.
enter marketing now.
To be honest, okay. Inside Cameroon, for all the young artists, the way it did, especially for Anglophone zone, you understand?
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I don't know any artist can see the one after, but me, inside my heart, again, are two favorite. You and TZ Panchak. None of because of say, Majo put on the way for say, without no bias, not be so una sing past all man. But the fact where una get the key of success in una hand, now I find that important to me because there's no way if you go above without humility. You understand? Which way it cause our artists a problem now see which. As they just see one song, people they say they like them. Whoa, they know the way arrive. They start wear diamond chain. They start dress like American then. They start high. You want to talk for man, bless say don't have some certain level. You want to see the next day we need to hear it again. People then they way, they do for left where they did today, they feel say the over super. But when I want to back when I need talk, when I need show that self. Now when I way una place really day. Because if that young artist of Cameroon, who first time you start going international? Mr. Leon, you start going international before all the people we are know.
Yeah.
Well, to be very honest, right? I don't care about international level shit. The thing is that when you're good in what you're doing, you're good, bro. It's not about you going internationally. There are people that go internationally they're not talented in any way. They don't write songs. They don't have no sense of art.
No, Emma.
You understand? He's good.
Emma, going international, that is a good resume in your life.
I get it very well. I get it.
Okay.
Some of our artists, the people we dance to Dramakosas, never went internationally,
Emma,
but they are legends in Cameroon, right?
Emma.
But you don't want yours.
Emma.
You don't want you want to be known.
Yeah, artist.
I know, I get it. I understand that very well. I'm just saying that when your art is good, you don't need to go international for people to love you. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
To go,
Emma, whether you should certain level for inside your work, no. Sometimes the day where you want money. Sometimes the day where you want money.
I think that depends on how far you dream.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If the level of your dream is Boya level,
you end at Boya level.
You'll be the biggest star in Boya.
Emma,
right?
Thank you, Mr. Leo.
If the level of your dream is Cameroon, you try to be the biggest star in Cameroon. If it's global, you think
that's what I'm saying.
Emma.
Yeah.
Emma,
yeah.
You see all artists, Mr. Leo said they for they know. The money they make and went there for outside country. He make that money in Cameroon. Me, I don't be picking money for Mr. Leo show because here say I see money, so I said you TV picking money. Ask him. I fear so the TV picking money. Now me say I gotta coordinate all the money for big back and so. They remember for Atlanta, no I see.
Yeah.
Mr. Leo come out Canada. You know I make 4 or 5 months ago. You see for the start
like 3 months ago.
No, not even for say. Mr. Logan, way he move people for stage, the way he interact with his fan. Mr. Logan all time. Even I can't show some talk with Mr. Leo, but as soon as he interact with fan, the point time I want to go me never story. Oh man, want that kind of people.
If you go back to wait to he write and say want for connect with people because the person that we day now for all this win mark, win Grammy. You see as if people that you recognize you because also I say you get a lot of followers and those are legit. You understand?
Yeah.
When people then discover you feel like Cameroonian, Emma see me, I would never advise anybody. You do music because you want to impact the world. You know what impact not only Cameroonians because you don't know how you did tomorrow when that means go help some person, commit suicide. You understand? So you want to go viral, you want to try to go international because you need to still market what is good. Even if you have a very good product out there and you keep it under your bed, nobody will know. We still need that international way today. People will try to be where they will know them. Or as
Mr. Leo, you see Mr. Leo, so leave other musicians they work at hype. Mr. Leo get money for all them.
It is show. It is show no from the way they talk, from the way they carry it.
You know here where Mr. Leo buy motor.
It be okay, Senator. Okay, if we go now, get another question.
See, before we continue, I want first blast Senator. Senator, last time I see call you say "bay," you bashy. Did you get the got to call you say "bay"?
You get
the got to call you say "bay" today. The lie. Last time you blast you say call you say "bay." You say for this live show "bay" no day. Today call you "bay."
The next thing before Mr. Leo one shake from you.
We don't go take Mr. Leo time. I said comment section. Una get any question about Mr. Leo? I see the comment.
Leo,
like you.
Okay, somebody is asking if you're married, Mr. Leo.
That depends on what marriage is to you. I've not signed papers, but to me, I'm married.
That's it.
That's good.
I love okay. Very important.
Good, very, very.
Oh man,
I have a question for you, Mr. Leo.
For your wiki, so you be single. Me say you need for update.
No, I mean you put that update when you sign the papers. But to me, marriage doesn't start with the day you get married. Marriage starts from when you decide to build together.
Okay, means you need to change that.
When I get married officially now on paper, that's different.
No, if you say that marriage starts when
you see that paperwork, that is public validation. I validated my own marriage with my chick a long while ago.
Yeah,
when
but I think everything.
When we time for that paperwork that you all need, that now is your own validation. But the day you see me getting married, don't think that's the day I got married. I got married.
But I think that your account should reflect what you really think as a person, not what people think about you, right?
Answering the question, Emma.
No, I'm just saying that you need to update it. No, I'm not gonna leave me.
That's my choice.
Yeah, it's just a public validation, but the connection that you people have between the two of you.
That's the most important to me. I don't even care what the public thinks.
Exact,ly.
True though. I don't even care what the public thinks.
Yeah.
I said you
constant.
I said Maps.
Answer constant.
Maps.
Constant.
You and Senator, this now public validate the thing they want to do.
No.
I don't even care what the public thinks, right? Okay, what about those who sign the papers and they get divorced the next month?
Right.
It's about the partnership. It's about what you two are building together. That's what's most important. And when it's time now, the paperwork will come naturally.
Well, the thing is, Mr. Leo, we are actually.
If you ask comment section, wait, some disorganization, they will comment section, wait. Constance, Mr. Leo said inside his mind, he don't marry. What's that level polygamous come on?
You know. Okay, Constance just asked that question. Say, are you polygamous?
Who is the
Who asked that so?
Now, Constance.
They say, are you with the Yaslin? Who is the Yaslin? If you know, I word for the comment section there.
This particular topic is not even healthy because people
it's
are
not healthy.
Funny stuff.
It's not healthy. I didn't even want the name to be mentioned. I saw that. Yeah. I saw the comment. I didn't want to read it because it's not healthy.
The record label, right? You get the record label. So, and we know so you don't do before you want be for where you did today. Some other people in the way they hold your hand, forget where you are. So, which example of which artist they were now an example of your work, of your impact?
As an artist,
do you have any baby artist you trained, you inspired?
Like you can show an example. For example,
no, I say they teach you. I see my make them put them clear. Nobody say the artist teach you. Like my way, like inspired you, like helping hands.
I know you even talking about I want to know Mr. Leo his own impact where he don't do like impact of your own company, the Lions Entertainment or the Lion Production. I want to know
like some of your artists because we don't know them.
So the first two artists that The first two artists that Lion Production produced were Kamini and Gomez. So if you know Kamini, know that Kamini is a product of Lion Production.
Okay.
If you know Gomez is a product of Lion Production.
Okay.
And with my experience with them, I came to the realization of a few stuff that caused me to, go about some adjustments. So I was like, if I really have this passion of, changing lives and forging other talents and bringing up new acts into the field, and if I have to do it as a label, I can only take maybe maximum 1, 2, 3 at a time, right?
Yeah.
And this goes with the expenses that has to move with it. As in, producing one artist is not easy.
Very
It
true.
is expensive. It is time consuming. It's a full career you're building for somebody. You set up a full team, everything involved with it. So you cannot take 10 per se.
Okay.
You can take probably just 1 and 2 that you can properly manage.
Okay.
But then my passion for forging others is so huge that the record label, the idea of the record label, it moved from the record label to the academy. In the sense that I realized that those who come in through the record label, they already come in with the star mentality, right? I want to be a star. If that grandly call me, that means they don't see something. He knows I'm a star. It means I'm bad. It means I'm bad.
Now so the day.
You understand now?
Yes.
So it makes the process of formation very difficult for you now to properly, teach the person and build the person like you're supposed to. But with the idea of the academy, everyone who is coming through the academy is coming to learn.
Yes.
And there's no limitation.
Yeah.
For now, we started just with 20. And this is it. 3 months after, we're going to show you a few artists that we've worked on through the academy. More than 5 of them were doing their showcase on the 3rd in Douala. And it's going to go like that every year. And there'll probably be years where we have 100 students, 1,000 even. So
I want to be one of your students.
Do you build a place like where they come?
Yes. There's an academy. There's a Lion Academy that we launched last year.
Wow.
That we started. And when we launched, we had like 300 applications. We had applications even from South Africa, even from the US, Ivory Coast, everywhere you could think of, yes.
Oh,
and we
Now the best way that
so I had to grow from
Emma always struggle with seduce you. Emma always see her dream things.
Mr. Lo, please. Mr. Lo, don't mind Senator. He's fond of disturbing me. Like, you don't talk around to me. You don't talk around to this omanti sparkle. I don't need to be
I'm explaining these details because you asked what I am doing.
Very
or the product, my
like,
product. So I saw the limitations that comes with the record label. And then we as a team now decided to move onto the idea to open up again the idea of the academy where people now come in not just to come and be stars, but they're coming in ready to learn. And in that case now, it's easy for me to call up experts from all over the place.
You smart
throughout their courses.
You know the Mr. Leon talk. You know that women will never cry for as for take artists.
Me finish
only that fuck way only that fuck enjoy that fuck is only that fuck way a move and for say it one science or artist put that for academic. You don't already wipe that picky in head. Me know just
yeah.
Mama,
that's the best.
No, it's smart. It begins smart fine.
That's the best.
You see, so and it's also because I realized that we don't have these structures. I come from the streets, right?
Yeah.
The things I know today, I should have known since 2014. But I'm knowing them just today, maybe some 6 years after. I don't really think every kid that's coming up in showbiz is supposed to take 6 years to learn these things. I mean, we made so many mistakes before learning. Whereas if there is a structure and a system, they can just go there for a few months and they learn all these things. So that when they step out, they're better soldiers. They don't even need to make the same mistakes they make. If it took me 5 years, why shouldn't it take a kid 1 year or 6 months?
Thank you. Yeah.
Very, very
Okay,
true.
so Mr. Lee, I have a question for you. How has your practice changed over time?
How do you mean?
Like, for example, there was a particular way you used to run your stuff before, right? Like, you know that,
Yeah.
okay, when I do this, I get this and that and that and that. Now, with your experience you have, with the field experience you have, how has your practice changed over time?
I mean, if you look at the music business like every other business, you discover that it's always a work in progress, right? When you start up a business, it's never going to work the first few months. You just make sure you work hard enough to make the least mistakes you can make because mistakes are inevitable. But
Yeah.
your perception of mistakes should be a learning process, right? Each time you make a mistake, you should learn from. If not, you're bound to. My practices change according to how I grew up in the business. If I used to think and make decisions from the heart, and then it caught up with me, and then I discovered that now I'm supposed to make proper decisions from clear thinking and sitting down a whole team that can properly deliberate and research and make those decisions. I will make the change of setting up a team so that we can make decisions. It's no more my brother or my sister.
So, Mr.
You
Leo,
know,
are you alone or you have partners in the academy?
we have a few partners, but Lion Production is open. That's another thing people don't realize. A lot of people think that for you to get into the music business, you must create your own company and then set up your own thing and start. But now you can do that and it will work if you understand the business, if you have proper understanding of the business. But as well as you can partner. And that's another thing I also wanted to talk about. I want us to really dive into solutions too. Let's not just talk about the problems we have. Let's talk about solutions.
Yeah.
The first solution that I attacked that one because I wanted to make sure I talk about it when we still have energy to listen and all that. That's why I talk about all the complicated stuff about copyrights and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm a little bit fast with it because I know it's a video. Anybody watching can watch, go back and watch and rewatch it and show you understand what I'm saying. Now talking about investments, I don't know if it happens with every domain of business or it's just music. And sometimes it feels like people are afraid to invest, right? The people who want to invest, they are not far from how our parents used to see music. Yo, you begin to enter music, so it go pay. It go feel make us so. Master, me better go find work. Me just go school so that me get matricule. You understand? How different is that perception from someone who wants to um, produce an artist and is afraid to make proper investment? You see, but then it's not one-sided. Okay, even if it's someone who is ready to invest, you're investing on who? How are you sure you're going to meet up with your investment? It goes back to what I tell you. You as a producer, you as an artist, nobody owes you the responsibility of understanding that business. If you understand what copyright laws really are about, both as a producer and as an artist, even when you decide to sign an artist, you know exactly what you're looking for. You because it's a business. If unless it's either you're doing business or you're doing charity. Maybe
Yeah.
I'm getting that wrong.
Very true.
If you want to be an artist because you want to help do your charity, it's okay. It's as a fair, you know. But if you want to do business, now you're not going to do things according to how you like, or according to how people like. You're going to do things according to the
So,
norms.
Mr. Leo, the label is different with the academy.
It's totally different. So we have the Lion Initiative. The Lion Initiative is like the mother house. And
Okay.
then Lion Academy is the school.
For you to become
Lion Production is the record label. So we could even have Lion Orphanage. We could even have Lion Water. It depends on us.
okay.
The Lion Initiative is the mother house.
Okay.
So regarding solutions, I talked about the copyright laws and understanding these things and understanding how they really work so that before you sign an artist, you should know how you have to, every corner of the music business where you're supposed to make money, you should know. If not, you as a producer, you're going to depend only on shows. And that is you already limiting yourself, even though you have the money and the finance to invest in an artist. But if you understand every corner of how money is made in the business and how to approach it, and the artist does too, even the paperwork you're going to sign is going to be clearer because you two understand. So putting that now aside, another thing too we could talk about is investment.
Okay.
People are afraid to invest because of many reasons, but most of the times because they are not yet sure of the music business in Cameroon. I think I've had a few conversations with a lot of people.
So you still need invest. You still need investor for inside the label, inside your record label.
Look, every company, unless what you have is enough, right? It depends the level you want to go. You're going to know if you need partners or not, and you're going to know the partners you need. So about that particular conversation, if you want to know more, hit me up. It's a full running business with details of every transaction like every other business. And it goes down now to what I was talking about. For example, now you aspire to get into entertainment. You can either produce an artist or you could invest in a label or partner with a label. But if labels in Cameroon are not running already as full operational companies, when you come, how do you even know how to value the company, to know what you're investing in and how you're investing? So how many record labels really run as a proper label and as a proper business where you can come in, you can check the statistics for the past 5 years, you see every detail written down professionally, you can grade the company, you can know the company is spending this and is making
comment
this.
section, the action say Kamani and Gomez today under this thing.
No.
Okay.
Kamani and Gomez is no more on the Lion production.
Okay.
So someone is asking how much is the cost, like the fee for the academy, if they want to send their child.
Okay, so interesting. This first session was free. And it was free because we had sponsorship from the Canadian Embassy. They saw the project, we proposed to them, they loved it, and then they sponsored financially. And they sponsored financially. That is why this first session was free. We have another session that's coming up. For this first session, their graduation is coming up. We're doing their first showcase on the 3rd of February at EFC Douala. All the artists, the singers who came through, they'll be performing that day. We did their album, and we were inviting pretty much the whole industry. Everyone we can lay hands on is strictly on invitation for them to come and see what we have been doing with them. And then those who came in for music business too will be managing the project that day. So it's very practical for both of them. And after that, we'll be launching now the next session for this year. And if we still have sponsorship, it will still be free. If not, then we'll probably tell the public how much it will cost for each person to come in.
Hi, Mr. Lou. Amazing. Like,
as in a Donjaz of Cameroon.
Somebody, Constance says, LCD Waka call na country people there. Hey, Constance, don't worry. My country man never come here. I'm from Du. There's nobody that's come from Cameroon. We had Miss Witty, we had Mr. Leo, we had CY.
We have Agogibe, we have Sparko.
They are not from my village.
They are not. Sunday, we have Auntie Felicia. Auntie Felicia
yes.
is not from Basa.
And Auntie Felicia is right there on Sunday. So please make sure you follow up. Try to know people. I'm from Du. I keep saying my name is Elsin4. So try to Google me now.
This is why I'm telling people that Mr. Leo, humility will take you in any distance.
Yes.
Normally, we had our program, which we agree was 45 minutes to 1 hour. You have already been on the show over 1 hour, 20 minutes.
God bless you. And
Leo, to be very honest,
we'll be waiting for our own invitation on the day of your graduation.
You know, so that we also have someone who have legit information to come and report here that what Mr.
Please, Mr. Leo, please. Mr. Leo, please make sure to send the invitation. They will send me to come and represent. You understand?
Yes.
So
We'll have Maps TV, and then someone
exactly. So please make sure to send the invitation.
Validate. Because when you have rich people asking questions that how much they, I know that they are very much interested. And so many people have seen the importance of music. And Mr. Leo, we really appreciate you.
Another possible solution is not a direct solution. I keep going back to solutions because people are going to ask, okay, when I talk auditing, there's a solution when I don't propose them.
Yeah.
I started by saying I'm very practical about the solutions I bring.
Yes.
Talk is cheap, and I don't believe in just talking. Yeah. That's why I keep making all the moves I'm making to build people from scratch so that by the time they step up, they understand what's happening and how they are supposed to move. So for anybody who is asking me, what are the solutions that you are coming up with? If you don't think bringing up an academy to teach people how to properly operate in the business is not a solution, then maybe you should do your research again. That is a solution from the ground, from the mud. That's a possible solution. Another thing too, I realized that we have a young industry, and it may appear funny to some people, but sometimes I feel like even the fan base too is young. Like you just gradually realize that there's just a lot of hate speech for nothing. There's just a lot of hate speech for nothing. Like people find so much pleasure painting a funny picture of others online. I don't really think that's what happens in every industry. Like this, people find so much pleasure having a war. As long as the comment section is busy, they're fine. They forget that this plays a big role in the image of the artist that they so love.
That's true.
You know? So maybe if the fans are mature too about how they talk about these artists, how they deal with the kind of comments they come up with, if they try to make the comments constructive and logical and really critical, not just insult for the sake of insulting. You know, you just talk something I don't like, I'm a jogo online, jogo say Masagera, YouTube you. Yeah. But if you're really logical about it and you're really you really want to be a critic, you'll be constructive about how you go about it. You'll make a point. You won't just insult and make no point. That happens a lot in Cameroon showbiz.
Noise is way more than the work.
You know, so a lot of people talk more than they do. That's just it.
Very true.
Be it the more of the artists, but even the fans too.
The fans, they're not even fans. Like I don't see me if I'm your fan.
Who enjoy hatred for Cameroon past love over.
I'm telling you, man.
The show is only 2 hours 42 minutes.
We'll really be so humble.
See, to be very honest, right? Mr. Leo is out of this show. Senator, me and you will get serious matter. We will solve like after 10 live show for the video. If you don't attack me, so I don't seduce. Me, I'd talk now moderator. No, the thing I say, any man will come. They see the only man pick you come to the show. Senator, wait. The only man pick you enter this show. He make my food and shake. He go surprise all now. Now, Mr. Abogibet. I was asking him question and I be stam. I don't know if I've noticed this particular thing. My food be the shake for grants when I begin ask a man question. Because I've been noticing the Monday for update. When it comes to brain wise. So I be the panic.
No, I mean I never done there for brain wise.
No, wait. When I be ask the man question, I'm my food be the shake for down. Maybe that man for talk say this or say maybe either intimidate me or maybe I want try for. But how can you be saying I seduce for you? I seduce oh man. Say to I could attack you for all show them for 1 to 2 months. No, I just tell you for 2 months I could attack you for 2 months. Constant. I don't know what I don't take constant to even have my back you get them.
So we really I think this is really nice. Like Mr. Leo, it already create a solution. You know, when people then go through that process, I think say maybe once year and I want to tell them did Don Jazzy don't say we better do something when he deal with a little.
No, you see that Mr. Leo away, he will get bad money.
He go yield.
If we go inside that kind of business, if they can have a way, he get access to collabo. Forget money or killing her for make it access to be where white.
See, the truth I say, Mr. Liu gets sense. You understand? He don't go book. He gets sense. He could definitely grow for the particular business thing. You understand? Now, Senator, you say one sign artist them, right? You see, you don't get nothing when it comes to anything. When it comes to that particular kingdom, right? Well, me and I like a campaign for my friend them. I know say none of them never campaign for me, but I don't bloody care. I have a friend. She's a childhood friend. She's called Gina. She is talented in every level. She wrote like 3 songs for Daphne. You know Daphne, right?
Mm-hmm.
She wrote like 3 songs for Daphne that were hit songs in Cameroon. Internationally, she was a backup singer for Daphne as well. And people know that most of these backup singers are very talented.
Yeah,
but they're always behind the scenes. Gina is talented. She's a beautiful girl. She's intelligent, and I really, really want her to blow. When I tell her that she's a star, she thinks I'm crazy. But I see her potentials. I'm a critic. I might not be talented. I might not be beautiful. I might not be intelligent. But I'm a born critic. If I criticize you for you, go hate me for life. That's what I did. Now my nature. I'm a critic. Exactly. I be critic. But if I open them up, I tell you, say no, the girl be talented. She can write songs. She is. I say, bro, it take 1 hour. It take 1 hour write song. I forget about Constant. Constant has Saga personality. It represents Saga for 237 community. I need to consider it.
So you talk with artists then. Thanks to SC. Where?
No. But to be honest, Constant, to be honest with you, there's no Constant. You're actually saying the truth. I will tell you, I want to just draw this. I want to divert this show small. Last time we called for some Mamma Mia show. I talk say LCB tell me say about no saga some particular person they blast me. I hope say now they believe me. Say because you don't need to say this because I want you to be this kind of person. And I thank God because she's actually taking me through that part and you people are seeing it with your own eyes. I was on the see now. I was on the belief to be talking.
One thing, you get a lot of potentials in you, and I don't want that to die. You understand?
Yeah.
I don't want that to die. When I see like me as Senator Oshidon, we know before one decides for this show, we know say okay, this now the next person is okay. One will do. We'll get another person where he will join we after some time for this show.
Yeah.
We go join more again at 4 people. When one can forget, you understand? Because when you trust people and when you see a potential in somebody, don't kill it instead. I want you to explore yourself.
Make Constant, you engage with Emma, don't start talking the interview. Yeah, American star.
With time, you go to places and represent on air with Maps.
Mm-hmm.
And report live from those places. Sponsored by Maps King.
Maps.
I beg you adverts. So because I think this is not.
I beg we'll continue that show next on the day. Before
exactly.
Yes.
I beg. I want to do my advert for year 4. I want to do my advert for year. Plenty people they don't tell me say my channel don't call. I don't. You see, I say even my boss never understands me. I know I have people that love watching me on my channel, but I wanted to make.
Constant, please be calming down with Emma, please. This is not now a joke. When you are talking, we think that you are just playing, but you are getting too deep. We don't need hate speech or conspiracy here, please.
No, don't worry. Forget the thing that when you see any comment that is not in line with what you think, you don't need to read it out loud to make the person feel important. You just need to ignore it. I don't think Costa has a bad. She doesn't have any bad intention. To be honest with you, yeah. The thing is that I'm saying it right now because this channel is monetized already. Because people don't know, I'm just telling you how, because she'll be like, why did you say, what did you say? But I'm saying it now. My intention was that I want this channel to be monetized before I go live on my YouTube channel. If people don't understand, I'm saying it now because it's monetized. She sent me a screenshot today. It's monetized already. And one of my proposals, I want this channel to get the watch hours and be monetized. So this channel is actually under review by YouTube. So I know that I'm not there. I know that she will kill me, but I don't care. I wanted it to be monetized so I can be going live on my own channel. So people that like me, watching me on my channel, even if it's 2 or 3 people, at least when they can't join, if they give me the watch hour for a year. That was my aim actually. That's the reason why I did not drop the 10-minute video or the going live on my channel. It was like the channel to be monetized. I want it to be monetized. That was what I wanted.
Everybody.
Yeah, so actually right now it's under review. It's under review right now, so it's being monetized. So I'll start going live on my channel. Yeah. So
I'm back. Sorry.
You see,
sorry.
before we continue, one thing I want people to understand. They say the poverty level line is so crowded. So here we need just the rich people, which are just very few, but they cooperate and we understand each other. So many people are learning a lot, Mr. Leo. So kudos. Thank you so much for joining us back.
Thank you. Yeah. So I repeat again, my main interest is solutions, because we can talk about the problems, but let's really talk about the solutions. I know I'll be leaving soon, but I just want to make sure I make mention of
you can use 5 minutes to elaborate so that we can
to come up with possible solutions. To start with, like I said, I think people, both the artist and whosoever is producing, it's a must. You need to understand the business you're getting into. All these things I'm talking about, you need to understand them. You need to do your homework. If you decide to open a law firm, you cannot open a law firm and you don't know nothing about law. Right?
Yeah.
You cannot start up a business and you don't have proper understanding of the business. If not, it's not even easy to have complete information, but do the best you can to have the most information you can grasp, because the more you're informed about the business, the more swift you can be, the more swift you can move around. That's to start with. Another thing I'll make mention is in Cameroon. I'm talking about Cameroon to be more specific, because this is my territory. This is where I am.
Yeah.
And I understand the system better. I think people need to know their place, right? Who are you? Like, some people don't even know who they really are. That's why A can talk to B anyhow, B can talk to A anyhow, C can talk to D anyhow, anybody can talk to anybody how they please. People need to know their place. The more you understand your place in the business and you make sure you do the things you're supposed to do, it's just going to facilitate every other person's job. So you, as an artist, for you to inspire maybe senator to come and invest in you, you must cause that attraction, right? Who are you? How attractive are you towards investors?
Very true.
You understand who, like, that's why I talked of personal structuring. Let's move from the era where we talk about, oh, the government is not, oh, the system is not. As a person, how structured are you? Do you understand what it takes to call somebody your manager? What are the things you look for to introduce someone to the public and say, this is my manager? Is this just because you know the person? Or is it because the person has A, B, C, D, F, and so on characters that will facilitate and make that business work and sell you properly? That's another thing. So imagine people start digging for information and understanding the business they are in, whoever, even if it's just a kid in Lycée who wants to become an artist. Don't just look at me and you're amazed with the videos and you're amazed with the champagne and probably the girls in the videos and whatever. Don't just check the victory, check the history. That is where the information is, right? And not just about me. If you can go to YouTube and check out songs and enjoy them, you can also go to YouTube and check out videos on how the business works. You can also take time every day to check out information on how this business really works. And it's not limited to just the artist. It also goes to whoever is trying to produce. Because if you take a well-educated artist and skilled artist and you hand to a producer who don't understand the business, they are still going to make poor decisions and it's still going to affect the business. So understanding the business is key. Knowing your place in the business is key. For example, I understand more now that despite the fact that I have Lion Production, despite the fact that I came up with Lion Academy, my principal job is being Mr. Leo the artist. It means I need to set up a company, not just a company for the sake of creating a company, for the sake of music business. Knowing that this is a music business, how do you run a label? How do you go about the activities of a label? How do you create the partnerships? Who are your partners even? Even you as an artist, who are you moving with? Are you just moving with your G's, or you're trying every day to get closer to people who can properly sell you, be it manager, be it PR or whatever? Most kids will say, as a new artist, I don't have money to afford for all that. That is true. But it is also true that you are your first manager, you are your first PR, you are your first PA, you are your first all that. And the only way for you to do that for yourself until you attract those people is by understanding the business, is by doing research every day and understanding that, okay, for now I'm alone, but I'm skilled. I can do great songs. I don't have money, but maybe I should have that personality that can appeal to Carl and make it easy on me when I want to produce, so that I can produce songs. Okay, after I produce the songs, I have to first of all put it online by myself. How do I do it? For someone to see me online, right?
Right.
I have to put it online. How do I even do it? A lot of people don't even know that, okay, there are time frames for you to put a song line and permit it go to all platforms. There are norms. Any place with no structure is chaos. So even the same digital you're talking about is structured. How is it structured? How do people operate in the digital atmosphere? You need at least basic knowledge of that, so that when you put your first song online, you can do it right, so that you can call the right attraction. At the start, you're going to be your own communication person. How do you even communicate? It means you have to learn something about communication, not just put it and say whatever you like. You could as well attract those people as well as you can push them away. So you have to first of all be your first manager. And after that, of course, it's going to attract people that can start seeing you through. And the more understanding you create about the business, the more you know who to move with. It's not just about moving with all your G's and all that. It's okay. It's friendship and all that. But the more you start understanding that this is a business, you start looking for those things that you really have to apply around. And now you see that at some point you start connecting both the artists and the investors and whoever is supposed to play a role with you. If you want to invest in an artist, it's not just because you have money and you just like the artist. You have to be sure that your investment is worth it. It means there's a job the artist has to do in the first place for you to be sure of what you're doing. You know, and for you, the artist, if you understand your business properly, you're not just going to say yes to everyone who comes to invest.
Right.
You ask the person questions that matter. Like, what do you really want? Where do you want to go with this? What's the plan? What's the vision? If the two of them understand the business properly, that same producer will ask you what your vision is, because it's about your vision.
Yeah.
And then before now, there's the label vision. So if there's a label vision, you choose carefully the artist you want to sign. You make sure the artist falls under the vision of the label. If there's an artist vision, you choose carefully whoever is investing in you to make sure the person is in line with you. But if you just take any opportunity that comes, the two of you could be moving in opposite direction. And I think that happens a lot, even in our atmosphere. And the more those examples keep coming up, and relationship between producers and investors and artists keep failing, it keeps failing even the people who want to come in after.
No,
But the more success
strategy.
stories we have, the
No,
more attractive it is even
online.
for people who are out there who want to come in and invest. Yeah?
No, give our strategy for online. Me, we'll talk back. I already 3 hours this.
So I just think these are things they need to know, and these are the few things we
Yeah.
need to change. And to top it up, people really need to learn to become one as an industry, not just say it with the mouth, right?
Yes.
A lot of people preach one love online, but behind the scenes, there's no one love in many occasions. A lot of people claim to fight for the system and fight for the industry, whereas it's just for their own personal benefit.
Yes,
right?
I know.
A lot of people move from out in and out, like, yo, I love entertainment, I want to produce, and then you just care less about how the industry operates and how the business operates. And then when you have a failed relationship with an artist, you blame it on every other person and even the artist, and the artist who blames it on you. And you see, all that chaos is what is causing all these problems. The artists are ready. I know there are people out there who would love to invest in artists and do it properly. But now, along the line, there's a thin line that is really separating them. That small ignorance and lack of understanding of how these things work, it just keeps setting them apart, even while they try to come together.
Very true.
So I think if these things are adjusted, everything will just start falling in place. And it's always going to be a work in progress. But we will have proper results. It's not just about having results. Is it about creating an industry and make it boom, or having an industry that can last? So I see each artist's career, I see each artist um, um, with a career, and I see the whole industry too as a career. So do we want a long-lasting career, or we just want short-term bursts? You as an artist, or the entire system? When you talk now of the entire system, you see that people really people actually have to practically become one in many ways. We need to learn to complement each other. We need to learn to lean on each other when need be. We need to stop all the hating and all the pretending and stuff. The real people who pretend, they will even go online and say others are pretending, whereas that's their version of it, to show people that no, they are these ones. People just need to stop talking too much and really get to work.
Into work. Thank you. That's what I said last time. Mr. Leo, I just want to say something, Mr. Leo. I know that it's going to be, people will be like, Emma Class, blah, blah, blah. But let me forget about the class. It's a brand name, though. I have a brand. I have my lashes. The one I'm putting on right now, the one she's putting on right now, it's from my brand, Emma Class.
You look beautiful, though.
Lashes. Oh. Thank you.
If people
Thank
don't
you,
tell
Mr.
that
Leo.
enough, then they're mistaken.
Thank you, Mr. Leo. Thank you. The thing is, I just wanted to say something that made me inspire.
Me, Senator, no head me.
Forget Senator, I beg, no call Senator again. Mr. Leo, I just want to say something. Mr. Leo, please, I just want to say something that you inspire a lot of youth out there. Like, just the fact that you called my name means a lot to me. You not even understand it. Before I was into this thing on social media, and for me, I was like, I'm checking. It was not for me. It was not for fame. It was for the backs, the money I was making out of the nonsense. Like, Cameroon community, they are rooted into negativity. They like it when you're bringing down somebody on your platform, when you're badging on a celebrity. They love it a lot. Like, they really love it. So I was into that nonsense. You understand? Exactly. I was into that nonsense. Then this my sister here, Elsie, and the husband, they kind of like, you're good, you can do better out of this shit and stuff. And in my head, I'm like, I believe what they were saying because I believe in myself naturally. I don't want to be in that situations of badging my celebrities online and stuff. I don't want it, but situation led me to that particular shit thing. So in that, if I was in that place, I don't believe that you would have mentioned my name today. So you coming here right now, it's like a lesson to all my 237 bloggers, Cameroonian YouTubers. We are supposed to promote our own, not batch on them on media, because we have so many big content creators that instead of supporting our artists, our filmmakers and everything, they instead come on media and they throw shade on them. Just the fact that you mentioned my name should ring a bell in their heads. That positivity pays in every level. Who forever, I would have never believed that Mr. Leo of all people mentioned my name, bro. Like, for you it sounds crazy, but to be honest with me, it's like I'm dreaming. To be very honest with you, okay, for you, you're a normal being. People just see you in the morning. Maybe your neighbor is like, this is not common, Mr. Leo, but for me, you're not common, and to so many people out there, you're not common. And for you to be my celebrity that represent Cameroon, and you mention my name because I'm on this platform, should ring a bell to so many people out there that you not only blow when you're doing the negative things, because to be honest with you, bro, it's like you calling my name, I'm not making money out of it. But bro, it's going down the archive. My kids will live to hear that Mr. Lee once mentioned my mom's name on this particular platform. It's like an autograph.
It's like the number of followers, 1 million.
Exactly. It's you know the way Americans behave, right? They'll bring t-shirts to you to sign and everything. It's my own autograph I got, Mr. Liu, mentioning my name, Emma. Like, seriously. So, Mr. Liu, there's so many youths out there looking up to you.
Which call you for the love style.
The truth is that now, I believe this is an industry that's still growing, right?
Yeah.
We've not even seen the peak of it yet.
Yeah.
So I really don't believe in bringing down any artist or condemning any creation at a certain level. Now, it doesn't mean we just have to take everything that everybody does and just appreciate it. But then that's where there's a call for constructive criticism, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Criticize an artist in a way that would make the person see what he or she has to correct, and then still motivate the person to go back to the studio and do more, not just break the person down. And that happens a lot, even with our media personnel and our bloggers, especially the bloggers. Sometimes the way they go about it, I can't imagine how many kids have just given up. Just because they bash them like that online.
Yeah.
But if you are constructive about your criticism, everyone would see the mistakes he or she is making. I would want to go and correct it and come back and show more, like, okay, this time around I did it right. You know, because the industry is not yet right. The industry is still growing. We don't yet have it yet. So any soldier down matters, even if it's just a startup.
Right.
So any kid that's trying to start up with music, I believe in looking for the least positivity you can find in it, and appreciate it. And then if you have to criticize, let it be constructive in a way that it would instantly motivate them to do better. You know,
our own YouTubers, Mr. Ali, I don't know if you have been following. You know, they follow our own YouTuber then. They use their own YouTube. It's a platform people go and settle their scores. If I beef with you, I told you the $100.
Anyway, some because I know a lot too who are really good and are really constructive.
But some they are doing so bad. Actually.
A lot of them.
Yeah. So
and that's why I say it's a work in progress, right? People don't yet know exactly what their place is. If I know my place as an artist, you know your place as a producer, you know your place as a blogger, you know your place as an animator or radio personnel, you know your place as a DJ and whatever you have to contribute. If people just understand and know their place, a lot of it will be. We'll have less chaos because everything will be constructive with every approach.
Okay, so Mr. Liu, I have one last question for you. I have one last question for you, right? I have a friend. She's very talented, you understand, but either like me, we don't like when people stress or put us under pressure. But with the music industry, anything art in Cameroon, you definitely be under pressure. They want you to do their thing. They want you to run things the way they want you to do it because they are paying you for that, and it's normal. Any company will do that. I'm working in Dubai. right now in Dubai, I'm working a white collar job. Before I was doing a waitressing job and stuff, but now I'm working a white collar job, and I know what it means to work under pressure. And back home, you're in Cameroon, for example. In your head, you're like, even if I leave this job, I will still go back to my parents' house and I will not pay rent. But here in UAE, for example, you take the shit because you need to pay your bills, you need to pay for your visa. So if you don't take the shit, you're going to go back home broke. But in Cameroon, for example, they'll be like, okay, fine, if I leave this particular thing, I'm going back to my parents' house. Nobody's going to say shit to me and stuff. But so now I'm just like, for example, you're a successful artist back home. A lot of Cameroonians are looking up to you. They're like, what this guy really do to blow at this particular level? What advice would you give our talent? Because to be honest with you, there are so many talented Africans, Cameroonians, especially back home, that are so talented, good songwriters, good beat makers and composers and everything, that are not really doing what they're supposed to do to reach that, to show their potentials to the world. What advice would you give them to bring them out of that thing? Because a lot of Cameroonian youths are talented, but they are so comfortable in their comfort zones. And their comfort zones will never make them blow. So what advice can you give to our... Yeah, he's going to come back and he's watching me. His manager is playing the video.
The show is already 3 hours, 10 minutes.
Right?
Mr. Senator, leave me, Senator. Me, Mr. Leo answer the last question. Mo go because people that they watch this show, when they want time, Mr. Leo answer them.
The battery be down.
Mr. Leo battery don't die.
Yeah, don't know whether it could come up again.
Yeah, it's already 3 hours, 10 minutes.
You
really,
too long. Not a very nice show. When I say people then get a lot of things they will feel learn about our own.
Yeah.
Everybody the time they really short. We get a lot for discuss and a lot for learn. I don't learn a lot of things when it comes to entertainment. To be honest with you, like my dear, like I said, we need to make the world a better place for everybody to excel, for everybody to give in what they have.
Please put me blue jacket here. Put me blue jacket.
Yeah, comment so that I'll put you blue jacket. Yeah, would you rotate what blue jacket? Okay, so we don't remove some people there for fit in other new people they could run throughout. So if you busy, if you get blue jacket, you don't get time now because we want to rotate. We want to celebrate everybody. All man get opportunity for get a blue jacket for on air with Max.
Okay, Noella.
Mr. Leo is coming back. Now try to be fast so that we'll go. My phone.
Okay, no problem. Okay, no problem.
What I do?
I'm done though. Just for the last question and it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. We really appreciate everybody when you watch us, be it those who are interacting and those who are watching us from behind and those who are going to watch us after this show. We really appreciate this. What's going on? I'm not able to get in. So we appreciate everyone when it comes for here. Yeah, please, Senator, you have to comment for me to put you to see it.
I comment in it.
You comment.
I never see my comment. I don't know.
Just write from your phone.
More.
Use the other phone where you hold on for your hand. You write me now. It is shown as something private, so I need to be able to be expert for see.
Really?
Use your other phone, not be the phone where you use that for the. Or you how if you do? If you comment after I put it, Emma, how did it work? We must be on a live show.
No, no. He needs to be on a live show to put him live. To put him at. You can put no. You need to comment. You can put him at Smith even when he's not live. Okay, the same way you can remove at Smith.
After this.
Yeah, so you can comment, but it's easier for you to put him live when you're live. To put him at me when you're live, it's easier. But I'm not seeing his comment.
Huh?
At least your comment, Senator.
Now what's our need for do comment? No, I don't go for place on comment.
Wait, senator, wait, you shouldn't, you don't be like that way, you can't cosh with or block you because how come when you see a comment?
No, you come and you can't from a private one.
It is going to SC.
Wait, if you are private, you see a private one, it means if you sign in into YouTube, right? So if you put the admit, what will be your name, Senator?
Maps chairman.
Yes.
I need to see him for you.
Anyway,
To honest,
so more round up now because my phone you can go off. Okay, guys, we don't really learn a lot, and for that of that other topic because we still get to really digest that topic.
But I really want to make Mr. Leo answer me the question for which we imitate Cameroonian youths them.
Emma, you don't go. I beg. You don't try.
I know.
Yeah, you don't try. So they don't.
Me myself, I'm very tired. I've been driving all day.
A lot. We can still bring him back any other time. You know.
Yeah, we will. In the future, we will. And I'm going to ask him the same question.
So, guys, on Sunday we have Auntie Feli. You go Wuru Wuru Sunday. So please invite your friends to come and watch. And me, oh man, that situation, that woman, the lady that poured the husband, and the story that you heard from the person, the caller that called and narrated the story. Please, we want interactive show next on Sunday so that we should digest it and let's see if you can still forgive that. If that woman suffers someday, somewhere. We need to talk about it. Like, it's a very important thing. Men are going through a lot of domestic violence.
Abuse,
not only men are going through a lot as well. It's just that they don't talk too much about it, and it's really hurting the population. So please, we need to digest it next time because we're over 3 hours, so we cannot go. And we also need callers to call and give in their own take. Okay? Thank you guys so much. We are really
thank you guys so much.
So on Monday, on Sunday we have Auntie Feli, and on Tuesday we have Jato Sonita to perform her first song.
Exactly. See, moderator, please let me just take this opportunity to warn Senator. Senator, I warn you for live television. You don't talk, I don't seduce all man for this particular thing. If you talk, say I want to seduce Auntie Feli. Yeah, Auntie Feli.
Auntie Feli will say, no, mix me.
Auntie Feli na woman. He is, wait, please, Auntie Feli, he is a woman. So how can I be seducing a woman? It don't make sense.
No lesbian.
Who?
Lesbian, Latino.
And anyway, guys,
enemy.
all of you for coming, and God bless you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you guys so much.
I'm proud of all of you. Thank you, everyone.
I appreciate you guys so much.
Kisses to all of you guys. Yeah.
It was adore. Hey, please, before I go, please, guys, please. If you're suffering from any skin issues, please, to be very important. I like saying sunburn because I was a victim. I was a victim because I'm healing from the shit right now. If you're suffering from sunburn, if you have given birth to a baby, then you have these dark stretch marks in your stomach, on your thighs, because it's very, very common. If you're a fair skinned lady, then the line of your nyash is dark, please. Let me call the sensitive part because the body creams out that will treat your acne, and they'll treat your acne, then they'll give you black spots. That one is decided though. But let me call the most difficult part because people say that any woman with the cream, if a line for nyash always dark, but with maps we don't do that nonsense because we don't bleach. We treat your skin. We are customized. So it's like you go to a tailor and like, okay, I'm giving you my material. I want you to give me this design that will bring out the shape of my body. That's what MAP does. We are customized. So when you come to us, you say that, okay, fine, I want every part of my body to look like the back of my hand, to look like my cheek. We're going to definitely give you that. And then we are the only company in Cameroon and in the world when it comes to skincare that gives you a warranty and a guarantee. So if you don't get your result, we'll refund back your money. So when we say that, it means that we are very sure of the product we are giving you. So when you come to us, we're going to ask you the pictures of how you are. Then we'll ask you what you want in return.
Right.
And we're going to definitely give you that. And one thing I always tell them is that you need to be patient. Your patience is not going to last forever. No. You need just like, exactly. Are you guys see what she's saying, right? Look at the back. You see, are you seeing the neck seat? You know, one thing I actually tell these people creating this brand, it's like, your customers, are they comfortable using the original filters, or they're comfortable using the Snapchat and the TikTok filters? Because right now I use everything and I'm good to go.
Yeah.
I'm in Dubai right now and everybody knows I'm using maps. So if anybody
you have an injury, like for example, you're using some so many people are using acid out there and you have an injury, right here we can help you out.
Exactly.
And you can use it even while you are pregnant. This is me pregnant, and you can see, and I still look so good in my skin. Yeah. We're going to we just customize, and if it's acne, we take out the acne without bleaching your skin. Your skin tone
exactly
the same. Yeah,
it remains the same. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like
that we give you what you want.
Skincare is not bleaching. If you have a side effect from bleaching your skin, please contact me. We're gonna definitely repair your skin. Contact us. Contact us. We're going to repair and revamp your skin. You're going to be free of. We don't only show the result on ourselves. That's one thing, because some people will be like, maybe she doesn't use what she sells. We don't only show the result on us. We show it on other people as well.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes. So wherever you are in the world, our product will get to you. Your feet, do you have like a very difficult feet? And don't forget our active wear as well.
I will not. I'm actually coming. I'm coming on Sunday. I'll be just in my active wear. I'm ready for Auntie Felicia. I think try my equal fight. So I'm wearing my active wear on Sunday. I'm coming ready for Auntie Felicia.
Yeah,
so
if you are not following us on Facebook, please follow our page, Maps Skincare.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, we'll be creating a page for On Air with Maps, because the artists are sharing a lot of stuff that is needed to be on Facebook as well.
Exactly.
So please, thank you guys so much for holding our hand, and we see the humility. I didn't know that Mr. Leo would just accept.
To be honest, like, please, you said something. You said the artist you invited before that blast you said that they want to be part of the show, because please, I want you to tell me the name of the person. I will intentionally batch the person.
No, the thing is, let me tell you something. The good thing is the person coming down to tell me, this is how I felt. And today, the person is saying that this is where I can really...
No, you know, my problem is that the person was not so, you know why the person is coming now? Because the person is seeing that the people that are honoring your platform are bigger than him in every level. That's why the person is like, I fucked up from the beginning. You understand?
He's able to tell me straight up.
No. The thing is, bro, anybody in his shoe will do the same thing, because obviously we are bringing the A-class celebrities in Cameroon on this particular platform. So anybody in his shoe will do the same thing. So it's not because that he's humble or whatever thing. The person is a proud person from I don't know if he's watching this particular video, but bro, if you're a girl or a lady, you fucked up.
Go and listen to Jato Sonita's first single, okay, on YouTube. Jato Sonita, it just dropped today. So Jato Sonita will be here on Tuesday to perform live. So don't miss.
That'll be cool.
Yeah, she is super.
Yeah, that'll be cool. Yeah. Okay,
Okay,
bye
guys,
to everybody.
Thank you so much. We love you and God bless all of you. More
Je vous adore.
Bye bye, sweetheart.
Je vous adore. Bye bye.
Bye bye, beautiful.